Good time of the day, all creatures of various challenge ratings, and welcome to Kingdom of Aldana, where the best laid plans of my players are derailed when met with the Dungeon Master train. Now, previously in our game, our party has returned to Krozung to engage in a prolonged conversation with King Albert about the nature of the Green Dragon and everything else they have learned while being in the Blind Forest. They have told the story of the Mother of all Dragons, where Mer, the betrayal of hers, and how it has led to her current plan to escape from her imprisonment in the Feywild, as well as a discussion of the further plans for our party and where they should go look for help. However, their plans were derailed when, on return back home, they were shot by an unknown and unseen assassin, and Dragon Mouser was quickly moved to a hospital in critical condition. Luckily for him, the hospital crew seems to be quite a bit more competent than the clerics in the nearby temples, and they have been able to stabilize him, but the last thing they said was that the night will decide how he will manage and whether he will live. So, without further ado, Dragon, I would like you to roll a 1d4.
A 1d4?
A 1d4.
Just make him roll death saving throws instead.
Yes, crit.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
That's longer, dude. That's not better.
Wait, what?
That's
Alright.
longer unconsciousness.
So, let's jump to the morning of the next day, as I assume most of you have been staying in the hospital worrying about Dragon and waiting for news.
Sounds
I'll
about
take
right.
that as a yes. You are met with the morning, as no one has come with bad news, but nobody has come with the good news either. As you are awakening on a bench inside of the hospital lobby, you see a not yet one you have seen figure in white robes approaching you. Good morning. You are the acquaintances of one Dragon Mouser, right?
Correct.
That's right. How's he doing?
Alright, well, he is still unconscious, but it seems that his body is fighting against the poison, and luckily for him, the antidote we gave him seems to be helping. He is a strong young man, so that's very good. We will keep him in the hospital for a while longer to watch the progress, make sure nothing bad happens. Not quite certain how long this will take for now, we'll have to see. But for now he's stable and his life is not in danger.
Well, thank you. That is very nice.
Alright. Well, there's also the matter of payment. Or
Yes. How much do we owe you?
well, it doesn't have to be all of you, but follow me, please.
Sure, I'll just give Salana not to fucking carry the chest behind me. I'm not carrying that one.
Fucking slave, alright?
I'm not sure you're strong enough to carry it.
Yeah, come here, Mr. Blue Slave.
Alright,
Oh my God.
I didn't say that. Never happened.
As he leads you behind the reception desk and into a small office, it seems to contain all the paperwork that the hospital is doing, and there seems to be a lot of paperwork and not enough people to deal with it. He sits behind a table, there's another chair for one of you to sit on. He takes out a couple papers. Alright. The expensive part was antidote, that is 900 gold per vial, and he has been given 2 of them, so that puts us at 1800 gold. And then for the operation, for his stay, food, bedding, bandages, and any procedures that are necessary, that will be 200 gold for most like his stay. which put us at 2,000 gold or 2,000 gold. However, due to the city's policy, 90% of that are paid by the government, which puts us back to 200 gold pieces. If you are ready to pay them.
What?
What? One second. Out of character. Out of character.
Yes.
Does anyone mind if we make a donation on top of it?
No, I would
Nope.
insist on it.
Not at all.
I'd say like 1k out of character.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take out 10 of those golden trade bar things and put them on the table. Thank you very much for your quick service. This will be just fine from our side.
This is much more than I named.
Yes. Consider the rest a donation to the hospital in our
Oh,
name.
well, in
Gregor Masters'
that case, you will have to fill in the donation papers. See, we have to explain where the money come from.
That's fine. I don't mind paperwork.
All right. Well, he like searches in the drawer for a while, and it seems to be the lowest drawer. Apparently, nobody is actually donating, so they put them very far away. But he takes out a blank, which basically like name, etc., 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 like basic information for you to fill in, like the sum of donation, date of donation, blah 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 blah.
Also, while Pip is sort of filling that out, I'm going to ask him, where would we inquire about the last person who unfortunately died to the same poison? Who would know and hear anything about that one?
That
Just
would be most likely, well, not most likely, that would be Victor. He was the same person that took care of your friend and the previous patient.
Is he currently busy, or can I go?
I'm afraid he is quite busy most of the time. You
When's a good time to
could-
catch him?
Honestly, never. I wish he slept more. But I guess I'll just tell him that you have been looking for him.
That would be most kind of you. Thank you.
All right.
May I also make an inquiry?
Yes.
Those crossbow bolts that pierced our friend. What happened to them?
I have them.
We have them.
Okay, good. Never mind. I go back to my paperwork.
Yes. Just remember that the guard should be arriving soon, and they will want to look at that.
Sure. Shouldn't be an issue.
All right. Well, thank you for your most generous donation. Honestly, this will keep us in the black for a month. This is very
Thank you
generous.
for your service.
Thank you very much.
Right. Well, I wish your friends all the best. If you visit or stay, someone will be around to inform you about his condition. Goodbye.
Have a nice day.
He lives a happy man.
Also, before we leave, I would ask him when we can first probably see Trigo awake.
Whenever he wakes up.
Do you have a guess?
The
Okay,
poison
never mind.
that he was fighting should have been lethal by any measures. So him waking up will mean that we are very lucky.
Okay. Thank you.
So as he leaves, you freshen yourself a little bit and wait in the hospital lobby for arrival of any officials that you will need to explain things to.
What was the name of the street we were attacked on? I'm asking. I'm sure ours will know, so I'm asking.
Yeah, okay, let me take a look.
Fifth choice.
I have no idea what you said, but
These bolts, would they be small enough for Ysera to carry?
Not for any prolonged amount of time, but yeah, sure.
Would she be able to carry it to the alchemist?
Let's see. From there to there,
Pretty far.
maybe, but I wouldn't advise her. She doesn't have limbs after all. Plus,
Yeah, I know.
to be fair, there's a good chance that any poison that was on the bolts is not there anymore. I mean, you would have had to ask the doctor, but
Can I find him?
we'll see. Okay, just a moment. Taking a look at names of the streets. Right. That was the. I'm not sure how to pronounce. Arster Todd Street.
What? Posted?
Right, sure.
Just so I can. Erster Tod.
Arster Todd.
Oh, you're a fucking evil person. Okay.
No, you are.
What's it mean?
Google.
Right. So
I'm gonna search it.
you wait.
Go for it.
And it doesn't take long, but the double doors open and two, well, actually three people in, two of them in guard uniforms we have seen previously, enter the lobby, and from the third one comes, well, this is not when I wanted to see you again, but it seems your life is never boring.
I thought you got a promotion, not a demotion.
God damn it.
Look, let's talk. I've heard what happened. Is he all right?
He'll make it. I'm sure he's alright though.
Well, I have news. Some relatively good, some quite bad. Come with me. She finds a small place for all of you to sit in relative privacy. Well, I would have preferred to have this conversation with all of you, but I don't really have time to delay until your friend wakes up, so we'll have to talk now. Yes, I have indeed been promoted. A bit another notch on my pieces. I'm an optio now, if you care. And as a matter of fact, the assignment that I have been given by His Majesty is to help investigate this orca friend of yours and his doings in Ironforge and other places.
Okay, that does sound like a bigger task. I was more thinking you had been demoted to work cases of brutality on the streets, so...
Well,
Lucky
this is not what I... This is what I can do, this is what I'm good at, but this is not what I like. So that's why I'm not very happy. Plus, with what has happened yesterday, I'm not quite certain I would like to be here in the crosshairs. In any case, I've had enough time to read the papers that you have given to His Majesty, the journal and the orders, so I know some things. I've talked to the hospital before coming here, so I am aware about the previous case of assassination, and Alright, so here's the news. Here's what I know. The Underwatch mining company that you have disbanded in Ironforge is sponsored or owned by some company in Neba. I assume this is most likely just a name and it won't lead us to anyone. But it does give us this place.
What's the name,
Secondly,
if I can ask?
honestly, I'd rather not tell it to you.
Nebo is my hometown. I'll be able to tell you this is an established.
I know that it is
name
a
or
shell
not?
company, and I'll just listen. You'll understand why I can't tell you more. I am aware that the previously killed person in a manner similar to a friend was responsible for basically giving out mining permits. So apparently he didn't agree with whatever was offered to him, was killed, and another person was assigned his name in his place, and that person has given that company the mining rights in Ironforge, and that's who I will be talking to very soon. Once again, I will not be giving you names, because I'm not sure I can trust you not to screw this up on me.
You hurt us, Zoe. You hurt us very bad.
And speaking about hurting, this is where I come to the bad news. I'm not sure if I wanted to do this, but I guess better me than somebody else. She pets her uniform for a while and takes out a folded piece of paper from her pocket. Arles, you are under arrest on the charges of affray, battery, and the malevolent use of arcane arts within city proper. A trial will be arranged to decide your fate. If you wish to defend yourself, you'll be allowed to do so during the trial. And I will need you to go with me.
Sure, that sounds great.
Right? Well, I assume you understand why this is happening. And
Yes. The asshole of a priest I turned into a snail.
Yep, that one.
don't sound very sorry.
Oh, I'm not.
He shouldn't be.
He should be.
No, really, he shouldn't.
Listen. I understand that your usual occupation does not call for many rules, but you are in the city now. And I can believe that maybe that person deserved it. But it was not your right or your place to decide on the punishment and to execute it. And I'm not even certain that your choice of punishment was fair.
No, it definitely wasn't fair. It was a little too kind, but I can live with that.
May I ask, is there any sort of regulation against extortion of people that are in need, especially by someone in a head position?
The temples are not part of the government establishment. They follow the same laws as everybody else does, but they also aren't. It's not their duty to do anything unless they want to.
Well, that's weird. Why are they sending you to take care of it instead of one of their dogs? You're a government official, right?
I'm not being sent by the temples. I'm being sent by the city government because the infractions you have committed are actually very serious infringements. And look, there will be a trial. I would prefer if you agreed with everything they say and agree to any punishment they choose for you, because if you don't, well, it really won't help you. I have been talking to His Majesty about this, which is why I'm here. And I quote his words. Any favors that have been owed to you are henceforth paid in full. I don't know what that means, but that's what he said. And he seemed rather disappointed.
Means he doesn't want to stick his neck out where the temples are involved because nobody likes divine bullshit.
That is what you say. All I'm saying is try to imagine being turned into a snail.
Try to imagine a man dying at your feet, looking at him and saying that the exorbitant amount of money that you're being offered to perform the service is not enough, and you require almost double the exorbitant amount of money sitting at your feet.
I understand that. Once again, it was
Don't
neither
worry,
your...
Pip. There is no need to worry here.
That
I'm
would
sure.
be divine.
The temple will pay in one way or another, so I don't mind.
I close my mouth, fold my arms, and start pounding.
Right.
Not much we can change about this part anyway.
Well, I don't know if current events change anything in your plans, but I hope that by the time you return from the wizards, I will have more information for you, considering this Oka person, and maybe, well, we'll decide when the time comes.
Question about my circumstances. Am I in prison? Do I get to take bail? What are
You
the
are
conditions here?
imprisoned until the day of the trial, and then your fate
When's
will be
that
decided.
set?
It has not been set yet.
No way to buy out?
I'm afraid not.
This is gonna be a lovely time.
I just follow me, please.
Sure. I'll be following her.
Alright. Well, and that happens. So, I would like to know what everybody else does, everybody conscious does, after Arliss is taken away.
Where's the doctor?
Which one?
Whichever one would know if there's poison on the dart, on the bolt, on the shaft, on the whatever.
Alright. Make me a persuasion check to see how quickly you manage to get his attention. Right? Okay. Alright. Are you spending the time looking for him at the hospital, or are you just like coming once in a while to check if he's available?
What? What? I thought we were just standing there. No? I didn't realize time was passing.
Well, what I'm saying is you will unlikely be able to just find him today.
Alright, I'll just take one of the bolts and go to the alchemist then.
Oh.
If I don't see him around, I'll just go.
Wonderful.
I'm leaving Ysera with Trago, but I'm just gonna go see if the alchemist can identify if there's poison on it, and if there is, if he can determine if it's the same poison that the dragon was using. For potions.
Alright, understood. Okay, anybody coming with you?
I'll go, I guess.
Yeah, I'll pop along.
Well, and that's everybody who can go. Alright, so all of you go to Alcahest, and I don't even think you will need to call for Bombastus, because his assistant will be more than enough to help you. And let's see how much time has passed. Did he explain to you exactly what the previous poison did?
Yes, it enhanced the. It made you
Alright.
vulnerable to poison.
Okay, yeah. So you talk to Androgang and explain to him what you want. His gloomy nature, he said that sure, I'll just run some tests, stand there for a while, walk around. He comes to
Thank
you,
you.
half an hour later. There's not much of it. It's different poison. I actually seen this before. We made antidote for it. Can I ask where you got it?
It was fired into the chest of one of our companions. That antidote actually saved his life, so thank you. We took him to the hospital, and the hospital was able to at least stabilize him. He's there right now.
Oh, that is very, very morbid. I'll go start preparing new antidote. I expect they will ask for more. That is
Yeah,
good.
probably. They
That
should
is
have the
good.
funds to be able to repay you for it, so it should be good.
That is even better. So, this is poison made from a certain devil, and it stops healing until the poison is contracted. I think it's quite expensive, so I'm not sure if you should be proud of yourselves or sad, but
Worried.
somebody really wants you dead.
Yeah, worried would probably be more apropos. You said a demon?
A devil.
A devil. Apologies. With the which devil?
I believe it was called Pit Fiend. Something really, really bad.
Spelling.
Pit Fiend. Pitfiend.
Oh, a pit
Box
fiend.
mark and a pit fiend.
That's lovely. That's the best. That's wonderful.
Yes, the antidote is quite expensive, but I'd say to poison a bolt. One
think so.
shot?
No, there were two.
Oh. Well, a small vial of this poison. We would never be selling something like this, but if we were, I'd say 10,000 gold for a vial.
So they're well funded or connected to a pit fiend directly. Or both. Or both. This is the kind of person that we want firing at us from across the street when we're not even aware it's happening.
He seems to be in thought for a moment. Would it be okay for me to say if anybody asks that I do not know you?
No, that's fine. I'm perfectly okay with that. You remember what our other companions look like too, right?
Who?
Good man. Okay, come on, we're gonna go now.
Alright. Okay.
Dan, you are not helping Pip-Ep's paranoia. You're really not helping.
Thank you very much. I'll consider it a compliment. With Trager still being unconscious, we're gonna be sort of going into our downtime, and I'll be asking what you guys want to do, and I will be interfering with things that happen at a certain time, like trial, for example.
Cool.
Actually, while we're walking, can I talk to Salon for a second?
Go ahead.
Once we're away from the shop.
So I wanted to ask actually both of you a favor. looks like we're going to be in town for a while. There's a name that keeps popping up every time I try to look into something. Very powerful. Anytime there's a creature or an event or something that's very, very big and very dangerous, there's a certain name that keeps popping up. I can't find all of their work, but they've published several pieces. No, I gotta open the page. Hang on.
You don't have the book on you. Nobody would allow you to.
I would know this name because
you would know
the
the
other
name.
book.
Yeah.
Stephanus. He's a wizard, or she. Stephanus is a wizard from Turris Ebernia, and we were planning on going there at some point anyway. And if the wizard if Stephanus is still there, it might be good for us to interact with him, her, whoever, and find out exactly what's going on. There might be some kind of connection with the dragons and the other things that I've experienced. But the name keeps popping up. Like when we looked up something about the world, the tree, Draco's tree. It popped up there in trying to find things about my, the source of my power. That name also popped up there, and as well as regarding regenerative powers. Restor seems to be really involved and knowledgeable about really powerful things, and this person might be someone that we want to get in contact with. And I'd kind of like to know a little bit more about them before we start looking into finding them at this place. If you guys could help me find any sort of information on them, it would be really helpful.
Sure. Yeah. Trip to the library.
You're very quiet.
Trip to the library sounds fun.
God damn it. Here's the name.
I don't need to know about Turris Ebernia. That's pretty common knowledge. We can already figure that out. It's just a place where wizards go to train. Essentially, it has several different houses for the wizards. But we need to find out about this person specifically. Any other works that they have published, anything else they might reference that has to do with world-ending events and big, giant, powerful creatures, or just about their life in general. Anything about them would be probably very beneficial to us in the future.
It's good.
Mhm.
Library.
He's having to shout. Poor dude. Do you not have push to talk?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, all right. Yeah, all right. Library.
All right. In that case, Pip, you're first. What would you like to do or start doing?
Lovely, me first.
Well, the first person is unconscious.
By the way, Ysera's sticking with him, except when she needs to go eat. I'll come by and feed her whenever I can, but she's going to keep an eye on him, and when he wakes up, she's going to let me know that he's awake.
Well, to be fair, quite soon, literally the first time you come back to visit Rega and feed Ysera, you find out that Ysera has become very popular with the hospital staff, and she has absolutely no problem finding fresh fruit for her to eat.
Good. Okay, that actually makes me feel a lot better. I'm gonna just go see if I can find any sort of magical items in the city.
Alright. Are you looking right now for something specific or general?
Nope, I have not been told anything specific, so I'm just looking in
Wonderful. Right, let's see. So 1 week is 100 gold. And I assume you're going to Amzusus.
You assume what?
I assume you're going to Amzusus.
I'm sorry, I did not
Magic
understand what
shop.
you said.
Amzusus.
Who
I'm
is
going
the magic shop owner?
to me.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Were you looking
Sure.
for something?
Yeah, anything interesting?
Well, I'll
We
take
have a lot
look.
of we have a lot of powerful people that apparently are not liking us right now, and I just kind of want to make sure that we're protected and bad things don't happen to us. And I figured that any magical items might actually really assist with that.
I'll see what I can help with. but it will cost you.
I could pay.
It will be a long drag, 100 gold to start looking.
Okay.
All right.
Can I take one of the bars?
Why are you asking?
All right, I have a bar. I'm giving him the bar.
All right. Okay. So for now, make a precision check on how motivated from a scale of 0 to 1. Well, actually, on a scale from 0 to 10 for normal people, 0 to 1 from Zeus. How motivated he is, make me a precision check. Okay. And you're not spending any extra gold or time, just 1 week.
I actually wanted to ask you how that works. If I extend it to another week, I get a better chance at a good item. But
you should have said it before rolling.
Split it. What?
Well,
You just asked me.
Well, that's why I should not have asked you, because I should have asked before you rolled. Or you should have said before you rolled. You can't get a result and say, okay, now I'm thinking more money because I know what result I get.
That's not the whole purpose of this. The purpose of this is, am I able to do 2 or 3 separate searches?
Yeah.
Or if I'm searching for the 3 weeks, do I have to only do 1 search over the 3 weeks?
If you search for longer, your chance gets better. But you can make 3 separate searches, yes.
I'm gonna do just reroll if I choose. Honestly, I was thinking of doing 3 separate searches. What do you guys think? Should I do one that's 2 weeks and one that's 3, or one that's 2 weeks and one that's 1, or should I do 3 separate searches?
One and the 2 maybe.
I'd say 3 separate ones, honestly, with your plus persuasion.
That's really what I was leaning toward.
I think you might get better results.
And honestly, for the second ones, you can also pump in a little more money if you want to. This is what we'll be spending it on mostly, so.
True. All right. So this is going to be just 1 week. This anyway. So.
All right. Your 19 gives us this. Roll me 1d4, please. All right.
All right.
So roll me a d100. 31. Let's take a look. That's magic item table D. B, C, D, and you have a 31.
We need like the Zelda music when you open a chest.
He finds for you a potion of speed. Well, sometimes escape is the only option.
Does he also quote a price?
That's a good question. Let me open a second book for it.
I think the potions are less.
Potions of speed, they're half. Consumables are usually half. I don't know if it's also in this UA, but usually.
Oh shit, you gain the haste spell for 1 minute. No concentration required.
That's actually a good one. Potion of
Can you feel Trig of
Right? Find it.
Heavy breathing.
Okay, but it is very rare though. So let's take a look.
Super expensive.
Rare, very rare. Oh my god, guys.
See, that's the problem with the D table.
Look, you don't have the money, guys. You really don't have the money.
Even
it's
half price?
20,000 gold, guys. Yeah.
Sorry, Trigo. At least you're unconscious.
If you had those money, you wouldn't need to run.
Yeah, if we had that kind of money, we wouldn't have to run at all. It's very true. Okay, thank you. I'll be back next week.
Okay. Alright. So, in that case, what would you be doing right now?
Okay, so here's a question. So there's a magical item that I know I want.
Okay.
but do I have to do some like research to find this so Salan knows what it is? Or can I just make a general,
Okay, tell me the item.
like just make a general?
Tell me the item.
I didn't catch that.
Tell me the item. I need to know what you're looking for to
Oh,
tell how rare it is.
Gauntlets of ogre power.
Oh, alright. Let me go look it up. I don't remember how rare they are. If only a certain red-haired wizardress was around.
Yeah.
It's uncommon wondrous. I'd say if you go ask like someone like Zeus again, he'll know about the item, obviously. But it's the same, like he's gonna tell you, I'll look around, you'll have to pay, you'll have to wait and see if you found them, if he finds them.
Yes, so I know that I'm not good at talking to people, so I'm probably gonna ask Pip if she could ask for us.
Nope. I
No?
mean, you can ask her to do that with her search.
Yeah.
But you can't get her help on your search.
No, but I could ask her to use hers.
Okay, go ahead, ask. In character, please.
Yeah. Hey, Pip, you know how like everyone likes you and stuff?
What?
Yeah, you know, like you talk to people like really, really good and make loads of friends and stuff.
Sure?
So there's like an item that I'm looking for, and I wonder if you could like, you know, work some magic on that magic store guy. Maybe he'll be able to find something for you, because you know how good I am at getting discounts and stuff, but you know, you're pretty good too.
That's right. Yes, you are quite good at getting discounts of things, but you know, it wouldn't be fair to the other vendors if you were to converse with them and to take advantage of them, because that's kind of what you're able to do with the negotiating skills that you have that are so high. How about I would love to assist you in this endeavor.
Cool. So it's like something that would like make me like permanently stronger. Something along the lines of that.
Oh wow, you mean physically stronger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like Draco kind of falls down a lot lately, and there's only so much of my magic I can use. I think it would be handy if I could, you know, fight better with weapons and stuff.
Yeah, that would be a good idea, actually, to have two heavy hitters up in the front lines. Okay, yeah, sure. I'd be happy to help.
Brilliant.
Right.
So then I will use my first week to research this Stephanus dude.
Alright. Let's take a look. Research. Gambling, organization, research. Alright, well, once again, 1 week of work, at least 100 gold spent. Are you spending more time or gold?
Yeah, I will spend 400 gold.
Okay. Alright, in that case, make me an intelligence check, and you have a +3 on that because of extra gold.
Okay, so an intelligence check plus strength.
How much is that?
Nice.
21 now.
21.
Nice
Really?
roll, dude.
Okay.
Damn, nice.
Well, I'll give information later. Because if you had warned me during the week, I could have prepared it, but you have not.
I'm sorry. Like I said, I thought we had another week. I'm sorry.
I mean, be sorry for yourselves. Alright, I'll tell it later.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, so that's your week. Wonderful. Alice is in prison.
I would still like to do something, though.
Sorry, what was that?
Wouldn't I be able to sort of carouse and associate with other prisoners down there?
We'll talk about
Make
this a
some
bit.
friends?
We'll talk about that a bit later.
Damn it.
Milora, what would you be doing during your week?
The first week, I will say she's going to make 6 potions. One for everybody in the group, and then I'm going to sell one.
Potions of healing? The
Yes,
normal
the ones
right?
that are 25 gold. I'll take the first week from my own funds, but if the group doesn't mind, I take it from the
Group
group funds.
Take everything from the group funds.
Yeah.
Just a
Wait,
moment.
creating them is 25 or selling them is 25?
Rating.
Creating's 25.
Okay, no problem.
Cheaper than buying, so much cheaper.
Much cheaper.
So that'd be like, what, 15 platinum?
Just a moment.
Oh, wait a minute.
These weeks. Okay, got it. Alright. So yeah, you can do that. It's 6 potions, so 150 gold, if I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to sell one of them. Are you going somewhere specific to sell them, or just selling?
I think there's a potion shop, right?
Yes, the alchemist.
They would want to buy it cheap and sell it high. You're not going to get a good price there. If there's a marketplace, you might want to just go there, see if anybody
Okay.
wants to buy one.
Yeah, I'll sell it at a marketplace if there's one.
Alright. Let's take a look. If somebody gets angry at you selling potions. Where is this? I can't find it.
So should I take off 15 platinum?
Yes.
Yep.
Alright. Let's see how good you are selling your potions. You're selling 1 potion in the marketplace to whoever is winning, and in the marketplace of crimson there are quite a few people. So, make me a persuasion check. You're trying to ramp up the price and explain to people that your potions are good potions.
I don't want to do persuasion.
Natural 1!
Damn it!
Alright.
Sell 'em.
So,
Amazing!
you spent that one day trying to sell your potion, but sadly, everyone is willing to buy it for the same price it cost you to make them.
No, just hold it.
Yeah, we'll just hold it and keep it with the group.
Right.
Can I ask a question? Is there other potions she can craft, or is it just the healing potions, like the different level of healing potions?
Just the healing ones.
Okay.
Everything else is much more complicated than what your resources allow you to do. They will basically be same as crafting a magical item. But it's more expensive and it takes longer.
Okay.
And it will be like at least a week, most likely much longer. Alright, that's your first week. And let's see what else happens during this week. So, during the week, and actually today's in, of Arius being quite bored of himself in a local
I have a
prison.
question.
Yes.
So they'd obviously take the staff. They'd probably take almost everything.
You have your own clothes.
Huh?
You have your clothes.
Perfect. Oh, cool.
The rainbow ones.
No, can I choose to wear Aldana golden brown?
Sure.
Excellent. Other than that, I think probably both the crystal and the staff are gone.
Yes. Your arcane.
Can I argue for the crystals nor only
No,
a nice
no.
piece of...
Zoe knows what you can do. Zoe knows what mages can do.
She never saw the fucking
Look.
crystal do any work. Actually, she did. Never.
They know how casters operate. They will take away anything that could work as an arcane focus or anything that looks like a component pouch.
Okay.
And you will be given a repeated warning that you should not try to escape. Unless
Yeah,
you're certain you
I
can.
could so easily. It's so hard. No, but there's so many spells they would need to fucking... Yeah, can tie me up for me to not escape.
Zoe basically tells you, like,
Yeah.
if you want to run, just be sure you'll never be able to enter Crescent again.
Yeah. No, he doesn't make any mistakes. Like I said, he's just trying to
Alright.
get along with other prisoners.
So, today's scene, trials announced, and it's a relatively close trial. There's just you, two guards, and by the way, you are being escorted there in handcuffs that are made of rather heavy metal and have runes on them, and
Question.
you just try to see what it does, and you figure out those handcuffs are blocking your spellcasting abilities.
Yeah, I don't mind that part. Can I somehow try and get an open trial? Can I sort of push it in that direction? Can I ask for anything like that? Can I have an audience?
The guards ignore you completely. If you annoy them long enough for somebody else to appear, a very angry Zoe appears
Yeah,
and
that's
explains to you that you are already getting a favor. If
Yeah,
you
I
want to
don't
push
want
your
it.
luck,
good. I don't want it.
she reminds to you that usual punishment for your misdeeds is 3 years in prison.
Yeah, I would like to push for open trial.
Okay, if that's what you wish. Make a perception
Worst
check.
case scenario, I'm rolling a new character. That's fine by me.
Make a perception check.
There you go.
Alright. You're being returned back to prison
Excellent.
for a couple more days. On the 4th day, Trega comes to consciousness. Was anybody staying in the hospital to,
You, Sarah.
for that to happen? Well, Sarah was. Was anybody else visiting him every day?
I mean, yeah, at night. Yeah.
Obviously.
Alright, okay, I
I
understand.
kind of feel this is cynical.
As the three of you are sitting in a pub drinking wonderful beer and talking about what awesome magical items you'll be able to find and buy with your money, the sheriff informs you that that fool at the hospital has awakened.
Then we go to the hospital.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Immediately.
Half drunk.
For the record, my lord doesn't drink, so I'm not drunk. So.
Okay. Wonderful.
Pip is probably half drunk.
Alright.
Sanan takes out his water bottle and just starts drinking it on the way.
That helps a little bit. Sure. You arrive to the hospital. Sarah meets you peep halfway. You enter Trega's room. He's there. Still looking groggy. Bandaged up. Not sure what's going on.
What happened? Where am I?
You almost died.
Tell me something I don't know.
It was by somebody who works for Oko?
How long have I been here?
4 or 5 days.
I mean, I just remember getting shot. Didn't like Salan or Melora? Didn't you just, like, try and heal me?
Tried to heal you, yeah, but the one spell that probably could have saved you, well, we didn't really have that prepared for that. They didn't really expect to be dealing with super poison bolts, really.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I haven't prepared now, though, so next time we'll be good.
Trigger
guys.
kind of like thumbs up. So, what are you guys up to now?
Oh, Arliss is in prison, so that's the thing.
What?
Yeah, it's a long story.
I'm not going anywhere.
No, it's probably best if you don't.
I think he meant he has time to listen to the story.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
You hear his unknown voice in your head.
Best that he doesn't go anywhere.
So we tried to bring you to a temple because that's the quickest source of healing you, obviously. But they were dicks, and RLS merely cast a spell on them, and yeah, he's in prison for it now.
Did he kill them?
No.
Don't think so.
From what I understand, he turned him into a snail.
Who could have been stood on later on. We don't know.
Huh.
But anyways, then we brought you to the hospital. And they were able to use science to help you.
That must have changed Darla's mind about the hospital.
Damn straight.
He actually spearheaded us giving a sizable donation to the hospital.
A well-deserved one.
I'd say so.
So, what now? I mean, I'm staying here for a while, but what are you guys gonna do?
Hang about the city. Use the library a bit.
Hmm.
The bag comfy?
It's better than the ground.
True.
Can I ask you a favor, Salan? Or
Sure.
anyone if you have some spare time. I don't mind spending from my own to buy new armor. And since I'll be staying here and armor could help me survive another bolt.
Probably.
Yeah. So if you could just
I imagine the nurse coming to rebandage Dragon. He's in full plate armor. Like, Mr. Traeger, is it a spear under your pillow? No. Mr. Traeger, I can see it.
So yeah, I mean, you could take my ruined armor and fix it. I mean, you were there, Salan, at the blacksmith, so you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd appreciate that.
Will do. Have you already paid for it, or do I need to pay for it?
Nah, I don't mind paying for it.
Well, we'll pay out of the equip funds, anyways.
Thanks.
Anything else you need?
No, I'm fine. Don't I mean, don't make me keep you here. You probably got stuff to do, and staying around a hospital could be kind of tiresome and boring.
Well, we'll visit at night when we're not doing anything else.
You really don't have to. I'll be fine.
How appropriate. Alright. So, as you leave Draga to confide in his own thoughts and recuperate and exit the hospital, there seems that something has happened while you were there and the crowd has gathered. It appears to be similar nature to the one I have seen previously next to the hospital, except that it is much, much, much bigger, and aside from the helm guards that have been present previously, now there appears to be maybe a dozen of city guards that are staying there and trying to maintain order. It hasn't gone physical yet, but people in the crowd seem to be riled up and holding up like signs with various slogans. Yes, that's a word. As you quietly approach, as you're passing by and listening, you see that the crowd is centered around a group of people, and one of them, like a rough-looking man in his 40s, seems to be giving a speech.
What's the speech?
Yeah, just a moment. I'm riling myself up.
Okay.
Pep talk.
I'm giving myself a pep talk. We have been waiting long enough. They have been poisoning our minds and our bodies for months. And we haven't been doing anything to it. We have been cursed. The gods have abandoned us for the abominational things that those people in that building are doing. They are abomination that destroys our faith and turns our life into a horrible dredge of what it is. They must be stopped, and the government is not doing anything about it. And while previously they were satisfied with defining the bodies and carrying out torturing people, now they have gone further. Just a couple days ago, yes, you haven't misheard me, one of the people working for them has attacked a priest in his own temple. Can you believe that?
Boo.
Indeed! Boo! Boo! This is a terrible establishment and it must be torn down!
I'm gonna awaken mind to Melora.
I can do something that'll probably make them angrier. Should I do it?
Bites her lower lip, thinking.
Perhaps
She
sow a few seeds of doubt about their precious priest.
She looks at her like a not straight. I don't know what kind of look it is, but a serious looking nod.
I'm gonna create a major image of the priest, and I'm gonna have him repeat exactly what he said to us in the temple.
I thought once Melora nodded to you, you would like scream, "This is Sparta!" and like kick him off the stage.
That would be pretty fun.
Okay.
I don't think my little legs can kick that hard.
Alright.
Melora walks up to him, smacks him with her staff, saying, "Shut up!" Where's the stick? No, not really.
Okay, so as Melora is walking up to the person...
No! She's not hitting him!
So, as soon as you cast your illusion, like the crowd quiets down and all attention is on you. sees your faces after like you're half through the speech. Once the guards approach you, ma'am, it is prohibited to cast magic in the streets without a permit. Can you show it?
I wasn't aware of this rule. Where might I obtain a permit?
Well, you would have to register at the city offices as a spellcaster and obtain a, I suppose, performance permit in this case.
While they're talking to me, he is talking. The image is still going.
Yeah. Like
But
the
I'm
guard
talking to
is
him.
continuing to talk to you, and he's like trying to explain to you that, well, your offense is minor, and this illusion doesn't seem to be harmful. So for now, you're let off with the talking, but for the future, please refrain from doing this.
Double trial.
Yeah.
Or
Absolutely.
carrying weapons unseized in the streets, etc., etc., etc.
I have no
And-
weapons.
Well, he's talking to all of you in general because someone is carrying weapons. And the three of you are together. And that's when there's an outcry from the crowd. You see what they're doing with us? They must be with this hospital. They have poisoned our minds, and now they're poisoning our minds with lies. And then, like, you see the crowd, like, kind of spread between that speaker and you guys, and you see his finger is pointed right at Selen. Look at him. He is the servant of the Death Queen. He must be working with the hospital. They are not satisfied with torturing people and creating abominations. Now they're killing them and sending their souls to the Dead Queen. And the crowd is not happy. There's like outrage. They're starting to push against the line of guards. And
By
the
the
guard
way,
that was
the
talking to
priest
you,
is-
Peep.
The priest
Yeah.
is still demanding money
Yeah,
above
sure.
everybody's heads.
Sure.
This
Sure.
lasts for 10 minutes.
Sure. The guard that was talking to you, he like, can you leave, please? As the crowd is starting to push against the line, and the situation seems to be getting out of control.
Sure.
Sure, it's not a problem. Actually, if I could have one more favor, this might help a lot. If I could be allowed to cast one more spell, it's invisibility. That way we can actually leave really quickly, and then we would get out of your way, and they would not know where we were going.
The guard is already not there. There are 12 of them, and there are like 100 of people.
Alright, well, fuck it.
Invisibility on me, invisibility on Solana, invisibility on Malor, and we're leaving.
Alright. Well,
Which probably gets rid of the illusion. Let me look.
it does, because they're both concentration. Like, from the crowd, you hear like more like voices. Demons! They're demons! They have disappeared into the shadows! As you disappear into the shadows.
Me. We're leaving.
Okay. So, let's say this is first week. Trega, what are you doing back at the hospital?
I would like to pit fight.
Alright, so you together with other post-op
With the doctors, please.
with other post-op patients gather together in the lobby and try to get a fight, and then you are dragged to your beds and are given sedative. Also, you are prohibited from, you don't get any jello anymore, you don't get any coffee anymore. Yes, and your curfew is cut down to 7 p.m.
Aw.
No more visits. To
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna get relaxation.
Alright, actually make me a constitution check for how fast you'll be healing.
A check or a save?
Check. It should be the same for you. I mean,
It's
no,
not, I get
you don't
bonuses
get
with
your,
stuff.
Yeah. No, it's still a check. You're not saving from anything. You're just, okay, alright, that's good. Alright. Cute. Okay, people, what are you doing during this second week?
I'm gonna look for those gauntlets.
Wonderful.
No, it's fine. They are. Don't worry about it.
That will be another 100 gold from you and the
Yeah,
precision check.
hang on. I'm if I spend, I can't grasp what's going on here because I didn't study it hard enough during
Alright.
the week. Again, I thought I had another week.
Okay.
If I spend more money, does it give me a better chance of finding what I want, or does it just alter the table?
It alters the table, and by altering the table and going to a better table, it increases the chance of finding what you want.
Okay, I'll drop some money on it.
Alright.
So how much?
Let me get back to our page. Do it.
Meanwhile, I don't know the price if you find it. Okay.
I can drop another 200 or 300. No?
At least you can drop more.
The updated is in the chat.
Should I go for 5?
Sure.
500 gold.
Alright, that's a +4 on your check. You're doing a week, so roll a precision check and a +4 on top of that.
I'd also like to spend my inspiration if I can.
Sure.
Is that a 1d6 or a 1d4? Because mine was
Which
an
one
old
was
one.
given to you? The old one is a D6.
It's a long time ago.
It's a D6, yes. Like unless it's specified, it's a D6.
Alright.
Nice.
So that's
25.
25.
This is
Basically,
needed.
D4 persuasion is for a really good joke. Alright. So, roll 1d4.
Now you need to roll the 4. Mother.
Okay. Roll a d100.
God damn it.
What a fucking waste.
62. Okay. So, let's take a look. Ha! 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 Okay. 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 So, for starters, this is continuing to offer you potions. This one is of Supreme Healing, and if I'm correct, it is so out of your price range that you have no idea why he even tries. Like, you get the feeling that he's making fun of you.
Why? Why? This is such a fucking...
Oh, the table. That's the shitty thing of the UA. That everything the table F starts at 26, and everything between 15 and 25 is garbage for us. And that's the nice way of the UA table.
Right. However, he did manage to find the gauntlets for you.
Thank you for taking pity on us.
No, because that potion is really expensive. If he found that, he would find this. That's not even the potion that the alchemist would be offering to you without like a year in advance.
He's definitely taunting us. Fucker.
Why? Okay. So for the potion, for those gauntlets, he asks for 500 gold.
Yeah, do it.
Alright.
Another extra from what we...
Another extra.
What I spent, yeah.
1 grand for those gauntlets isn't a bad deal.
No, it's really not.
It's okay.
For some reason, they are uncommon.
There are plenty of good commons.
Alright. So that was your second week. Salon,
And
what?
Ysera's playing with Trago during the week.
Are you playing with Sarah?
Well, what does it incorporate?
What?
Will it break?
fighting.
I'm basically asking if it will break my relaxation or whatever.
Yeah, you will pit fight.
Yeah, you're pit fighting
So-
with Ysera.
Does having basically a teenager around you for a week break your relaxation? Because
I
she's
was imagining more like a therapy dog.
the new Sarah will most likely be trying to teach Traeger new wisdom because she thinks she's really smart now. And she explains to him exactly how he failed and how he should have acted. And if he did
If
like,
she starts
she would
acting like
have.
that, I'm gonna make her leave.
But you don't know she's doing that.
I would when I came to visit at night, because I come to visit at night. And I'm pretty sure Trago would tell me that she's being a dick.
Okay, so you come to visit. Trago is asleep, snoring, and the sheriff is lecturing him.
He's still lecturing him and he's asleep.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
You're coming with me, little snake. We're gonna go on an adventure. You're not gonna bother Trago anymore.
No, I still have not explained to him the superiority of flying power.
I think he's actually very aware of it since you're still up and about and he's stuck in the bed. It might be best if we just let him stay there and ruminate over how much of a failure he actually is.
Okay.
I can still hear you.
Okay, bye.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Thank you, Tom.
If you say it, it's canon. So, Salon, what's your week?
Will it take part of my week to go to the blacksmith and get the armor repaired?
Okay, you're only repairing it, right?
Well, yeah, but will that take part of my week, yeah?
No, that's fast enough. It's not something like it's best one day.
Okay, cool. So while I'm there, I also asked the blacksmith about my spear. To see if
Oh,
she could
right.
find out
All right.
what the metal was, or the ore.
Okay. So first thing first, she will ask 75 gold for repairs and a week of time.
Yeah.
And complains about the price of metal has gone up. So if you look around, you see that like all metal stuff is like 50% up the price. And as for the spear, it's magical. Since it's magical, any tests she could run on it kind of don't work.
Okay.
But like just from her experience, like she was thinking it's adamantium at first because it's like heavy and dark, but it's not heavy enough. So she honestly has no idea.
Okay.
I mean, you do know what it's made of, right?
Do I?
Dracul.
You do.
Dracur? Not
The
sure.
core.
Dracor.
It's in your
Oh,
journal.
okay. Oh, okay.
I mean, it was literally written down as Izmir's journal as he was making the spear. But
Okay, so then I still got my things
yeah,
this week,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I'll go to the library and try and find out more about this ore, if I can. Find
Right.
out like where you could find this possibly.
Okay, just a reminder, the library that you kind of have is a castle library, so
Yeah, but
it's not big on
best
that
I have.
information, but roll your intelligence check. No. No. Like that, this I can tell you, no.
Cool.
Alright. But you did learn quite a bit more about the history of the city.
Yeah, cool, great.
As long as you don't ask me to write it down for you. Alright. So, since you asked for the public trial,
Yes.
the public trial is arranged.
Okay.
There's a judge. There are quite a few guards.
Excellent.
You are not only handcuffed, you're also manacled.
Cool.
There is some public, not... As a matter of fact, let's see, after that, quite a bit of them. They're sitting behind the... there's a good separation between them and you, and guards are there prepared for them to assault you immediately. Because everyone but you seems to understand what bad of an idea this is, but there it goes, there's a trial. Also, you are aware that the priest who have polymorphed and his subordinate have been called as witnesses, or as a victim, and Selon, you as well have been called in as a witness. Do you accept or do you escape? Salon.
Yeah.
You're very quiet again.
I'll accept. I'm further away from the laptop.
Yes.
Alright. So, I'm not gonna roleplay the full trial because that's gonna take too much time. But basically,
Can I roleplay my defense?
Sure, just a moment. Your charges are red. They're the same as Zoe has mentioned to you. Afraid, battery, and malevolent use of arcane arts. Basically, battery is harm to the priest. Affray is nowadays we'll call it emotional damage to his subordinate who was scared out of his pants. And malevolent use of arcane arts is obvious. Like, likely for you, you haven't set off a fireball inside of the city, but it's still pretty bad. It's still pretty bad. Yet. Alright. So, the priest and his subordinate basically retell the whole story, though they do somewhat embellish the rudeness of your party. Salan, do you say anything different from how it actually happened?
Of course. I'll explain what actually happened and how I'm also a cleric, and a cleric's main duty is to heal, and these people refused to heal Trago after we offered them 5,000 gold.
Make a charisma check.
Yeah.
Oh, precision check.
Go.
This is what I was feeling.
Alright. So,
why do you do this to me, dude?
as Salan is explaining that story, like from the crowd, the disturbance starts. You feel that it's the similar crowd that was around the hospital because, wow, they've just been informed that the same person that apparently has assaulted their priest is being trialed. There are like shouts of like heretic. The guards will smite you. Like, how dare you? Someone is called like the Deathbringer, Soulmonger. Terrible words. The guards are trying to restore order, and basically by the end of their attempts, half of the crowd is actually kicked out of the building.
No! Salan, what have you done?
Alice,
Fucking...
it is your chance to say whatever you're willing to say. I advise you to think very, very hard about what you plan to say. It is your right to remain silent, and anything you say will and can be used against you. The judge seems to be face-palming throughout the whole trial, and
So
is unhappy with what is happening in his building.
I'm just gonna warn you guys that I wrote like 3/4 of a page, so it might take a while.
When did you have the time to do that?
Right now, I was silent the whole time.
I
You
will.
did for like the last couple of minutes.
Yeah.
I thought like, oh my god.
Just
Are you
go.
ready?
Just go.
Dear Judge, let me paint you a picture.
Face
We
palm.
were just walking out of Reierstein Castle after our meeting with His Majesty himself along Ersetorstrasse when 2 poisoned bolts hit another person on the street next to us. He was on the floor, not responding to any magical healing me or my friends could muster, and as is the first instinct in such a case, we took him to the closest temple, since the temples are always the first place to go in Kreuzung for any magical healing. In this case, it happened to be the Temple of Helm. This person was dying at our feet, and the first priest we talked to made us wait 5 minutes, only to come back with a gold cost of 500. We were readily happy to pay those 500, but he wasn't sure he could do it himself, so he got another person. The second person said we had been misquoted, that the price was actually 5,000 gold. Again, we said we were ready to pay. We even put the money right in front of them, since we had the 5,000 gold from His Majesty as a payment for services rendered. And they went away again, leaving us there with our poisoned and dying person at our feet for another 5 minutes. It was only then that they came back, and the priest that is sitting here in front of you told us that the price we had been quoted was still way too low and we would have to leave. It's important to mention as well that the person who was dying there and poisoned was a dear friend of mine, and also sort of a hero for Kreutzung and Aldana in general. He took part in the savior of Ironforge from the army of hobgoblin orcs and goblins, and he took part in the killing of a great winged beast that roamed the blind forest on behalf of his majesty himself. I encourage you to take this into consideration. I acted rash under the influence of rage and despair, having a dying friend at my feet, and being confronted with a lot of waiting time while these priests treated us and our dying friend with little to no regard for his life. I would like to mention that while the spell may have harmed the pride of the priest, he was left completely intact and turned back after 1 hour at the latest. I would never have used any spell that left lasting damages on another member of the clergy. After all, I consider myself a follower of Timora myself, and have deep, deep respect for the gods and their servants. The clergy here in Kreutzung has been very kind to me during all the years I lived here, and I was and still am a regular visitor to multiple temples. It is a grave mistake I made that I deeply regret. I regret turning to the temples that I knew had way too many people on their hands already, instead of turning to the Angel's Mercy Hospital that managed to save my friend, who would have died without their help.
More booing from the crowd.
Yeah. This led to me reacting falsely in anger and despair. I apologize to the priest of Helm and the suffering and shame I have caused him and his subordinate. That's all.
Right. The guy acknowledges, the judge acknowledges your defense and asks if you pled guilty on the aforementioned charges.
Yeah, under the influence of the anger and the situation, yes.
Which is, to be fair, not
That's a mildering circumstance in every other court of law, so I figured it might want to be here as well.
I believe it is actually I don't know enough. Anyways, the judge informs you that he will leave to deliberate your case. With the witnesses are released.
Roll? Damn.
You don't need to roll. And you have pled guilty. That's all, basically.
I have.
Yes. And after, to be honest, only 10 minutes of him being away, he returns, calls everyone to silence, and reads your verdict. According to him, and you pleading guilty on all charges, your sentence is as following. You are to provide a public apology to the victim, which you have already done, so that is considered fulfilled. You are to pay a fine of 500 gold pieces to the city coffers for public disturbance. And you are to be submitted to an imprisonment for a term of 3 months.
Okay.
Wonderful. After that, the court is adjourned, and the guard escort you back to your cell, which is... I don't know if Aris has been arrested before, but
I don't think so.
This is not the public hall where all the drunks and minor offenders are brought in to stew for a couple days. There seems to be a cell for prolonged imprisonment, and you don't have much company. So it seems to be in a good place, so to say. And you live there. Alright. That was you. Laura, how did your second week go?
Before I make my decision, I have a question. I know that you said I could train with the hospital for healing. Is it possible to start a training to see if I can learn to craft better potions than just the healing potion?
I must have expressed myself wrong. You always can craft better potions, but unlike potions of healing, they're considered more complicated magical items and take at the least 5 weeks.
Well, definitely for the second week, I'm gonna craft some more potions. I'll craft another 5 for our group. I'll take it from my funds.
All right. So another 5 is 125 gold.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, Tal, can
From-
we get an update on the group funds?
Did anyone do anything else other than you paying for the gauntlets?
I think that was the last thing that was paid, and then
So that's the updated one.
Salan did a bit more research that would have taken another 100 gold.
100 gold? Okay.
Yes.
And we paid.
And you are to
Arliss
pay
is-
the fine for Arliss. I mean, you don't have to pay for him, it's his problem, but...
What we're paying for? But how much was it?
500 gold.
500.
So 5 gold trade bars, right?
Say again?
So that's 5 gold trade bars?
Yes. Yes.
This is the updated one with all the changes.
thank you.
Just a moment. I mean, what you're... Okay, so that is Milora. Right. Dragon, you spend your 3rd week in the hospital.
Probably.
During this week, you feel good enough so that the hospital staff has you like walk around, do some light physical, like physical recuperation therapy. So basically, that's what you'll be doing throughout the week to return to your complete shape and form.
Cool.
I'm sorry that you get shot, but that's what happened. Pip, what did you do throughout your last week?
Can I ask a question though?
Yes.
Only Pip? Question for the group: is only Pip visiting me at night?
No, I think
You're very quiet, Mark.
all of us go every night. We're probably hanging around together at night, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I would have popped in to tell you this. I've got your armor and it's being repaired. Take a week.
Okay, but I would also probably know about what happened to Arliss, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I think I would suggest using the King's favor.
The king's favor apparently was getting him that trial.
What? Do people don't get a trial normally?
Well, he kind of broke the law, and it's pretty strict here with magic. So
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, DM, but from my understanding, if you attack someone with magic, even if it isn't a physical harming of the person, it's an automatic 3 years in jail.
So him getting only 3 months is the favor.
The fact
the
that he was
trial.
able to, the fact that he was able to defend himself in trial, what was the favor, and apparently he was able to get his sentence. Not the king. Arliss was able to get his sentence reduced to 3 months, and Salon helps too, of course.
I'm sure you tried your best, Salon.
I made this.
They were really interested in what I had to say. I think I got a lot of back response.
Pretty sure Lars blames Salon for his stay in prison.
I kind of sold them on the whole like cleric or healers, and this guy didn't want to heal, so he's a bad guy. Yeah,
And
pretty good statement, I think.
Yeah, it was a good statement, and everyone believed him. Everyone was on his,
but it just wasn't enough, unfortunately.
I see. Okay. And like, if you guys are gonna leave for tonight, so like, Trig will ask Pip to stay for like a few minutes.
Sure, of course.
Just want to ask you a few questions. But it seemed like you were angry at me before. Last I remember.
I mean a little, yeah, maybe. A little. Really more angry about the situation. Quite frankly, you're too good a person to be forced into someone else's servitude. And because of your moral standing, that's what's kind of happened. So, yeah, annoyed really more than anything else. You're still my friend. I don't hate you. I'm just annoyed at how dumb you are.
Damn.
What do you mean by that? I mean, I chose this,
Yeah, I know.
and you're following me.
I never said I was smart.
Pip, you're one of the smartest people I know.
You certainly need to broaden your horizons.
Well, so no hard feelings?
Drago, you are my friend. We have been through way too much together. We technically shouldn't be alive at this point. I don't, and probably more than likely never will agree with your decision to purposefully and selflessly align yourself with a being. I'm trying not to insult you right now. I'm not gonna understand it. I'm never gonna agree with it. But you're my friend. I will help you do whatever you decide is the best way to spend your time.
But then, why are you helping me? You don't have to do this. This is not your choice. It seems that way, at least from what you're saying.
I mean, I don't really have much of a choice, I guess. You're my friend.
Do you go these lengths for all your friends?
I don't have many friends. Acquaintances. I know a lot of people. They're all fun. People are fun to interact with. It's interesting seeing the different... I don't have many friends, Drago. And you're definitely one of them.
I don't know if I'm physically fit for this, but Treyo's gonna try and like hug Pipip and like lift her up the ground, like from the bed, if he's able.
Considering her
physically able?
size and weight, yes, by this time you're more than
Oh,
able.
come on, physics. He can't just roll over in bed and with one hand just lift. Sorry. Yeah,
Why,
sure.
why would he do that with one hand? I mean, at the third week you don't even have to stay in bed. You're not bedridden anymore.
But I mean, I've been also thinking about, servitude. That's a big word. And I think in the last visit to the Great Oak, I kind of realized that I'm doing this kind of wrong. Serving is not quite what Teal'c had in mind, or even the Great Oak when I spoke to them. It's not like other religions I know. It's not like serving Timora or other. It's just weird. I don't know. I just don't know like how, or it's just new to me, I guess.
Well, while you were out, I researched what I could about the tree. It seems that he is... is the most... God damn it, Mark. From the research that I was able to find, it seems like it only interferes when it feels like it's helping. I mean, there's arguments about whether it's helping himself or helping the planet, and whether the followers or the beings on the planet extend to that definition of the planet, but it acts with purpose and doesn't do things on a whim. So the fact that it contacted you meant that it saw the good in you. But it also seems like it isn't a puppeteer. It isn't making you choose your own direction. It wanted to align itself with you because you're a good person, and you consider what's going on with others before you consider what's going on with yourself. Selfless, that's the word I wanted. That happened. So maybe the idea of it sticking its root in your back and forcing you to move around, and you only can do exactly what you feel like it's telling you, maybe that's not accurate. Maybe the best way to respect the tree is to be you.
I guess. But even then, I mean, I don't think he's interested in me respecting him, though I very do so. I mean, it's just so weird. We're not required strictly to follow him or his rules. No one asks for money. There are no songs to learn. We don't have special buildings where we all gather once a week to compare clothing. It's just... I don't know. I mean, it's... I think by definition, it's not a religion. And thus me following this is just my choice. Well, I guess with all religions that is, but it's not strict, so to speak.
There is a hierarchy within the worship of the tree. There are people that sort of reside over the land in a regional sense, and clergymen and things of that sort that devote their lives to this. So, I mean, would it help you if you got in contact with them? Maybe if you understood a little better, you would feel like you had a little bit more direction?
Oh, that could help. Yeah.
Mostly it's druids. They tend to be in the forest, but there are also clergymen. We can look for people that are a little bit more knowledgeable on the subject if you like.
I'd like that very much when we do have the time. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but me and Intarni had a few rough patches. And since you and Isera, I mean, you get along really well with her. Do you have any tips?
Don't be stupid, stupid.
I kind of grin and take Isera and kind of hug her.
Let him out every once in a while. I like having Isera around. She's a friend. You should treat Intarni more like a friend and less like an elk. And less like a brother. I mean, he's gonna be there for you a lot. And you should respect what he likes. If he wants to... I mean, if there's a point where we're not doing anything and you can just let him out to roam, or the two of you can go just walk around, or if he wants to carry you somewhere, just have fun with him. He's a creature too. He wants to have fun.
I guess. Thanks, Pip.
I mean, I'm assuming. I don't really know too much about divine summoned creatures, so you'd have to discuss that with him, but I'm, just based off of what I've observed.
Oh, he does very, He likes not being in a city, that's for starters. But I guess when we're out on adventuring, we could.
I kind of pet you, Sarah. See, he's not so dumb sometimes.
Just snuggles up to you. All right. Yeah, that was the conversation. That's nice. What do you do with the rest of your week keep?
Me?
Nope. You're resting. Peep. Peep.
Oh, hi.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
searching for more magic.
Okay.
Go.
Once against general, specific.
Unless somebody speaks up, I'm just gonna go for general.
Alright.
Plate armor +3, please.
Bag of holding.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
A shield +3, please.
I think Dad said that he was gonna look into a bag of holding, and if we can get a decent item for the group in general, I really don't care.
So, bag of holding, right?
Just don't spend any money and hope you roll low. Then you get better items than if you roll 15 to 25.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
So how much gold is that?
No, nothing yet. Well, 100 gold to just ask
It's
him
just
to do
100.
that.
I'm just gonna spend the 100. I'm not gonna spend
yeah.
any more.
And Tamsus is like, I sure enjoy having you around. So yeah, roll me a perception check.
I'm glad I can be of entertainment for you. Did you find something that's maybe a little bit more in price range and not enough to buy an entire castle?
I'll see what
Hey, low roll.
Nice.
we can do.
Below 15 is great.
Okay, 12. Okay, 1d4 please.
Finally!
Okay, roll me 3d100s.
300s.
Alright, alright, and alright. So that's table C, and you have a 34, which is a potion of diminution.
Okay.
Then there's a
Small.
then there's a potion of clairvoyance, which I believe is a spell, and 86 is a scroll of protection, which I'm not sure if I think it's a clerical scroll. Protection of what?
It's rare.
Probably gonna give you like a +2 or something.
Scroll of protection, which is a specific type of creature. It's still rare, so yeah, I'm not sure if you will be interested in that or have the money for that. Okay, so any of those potions, are you interested in them?
Clairvoyance isn't that great. Whoever drinks it can look at a place they've seen before and peep in on it for 10 minutes. But you have to
Melora's
see-
parents.
Sorry, what was that?
He's trying to make us a suggestion, but it doesn't focus on a person though. It focuses on a place. So, like if they're not at home and she focuses at home, then yeah.
Up to you. I mean, to be fair,
Um,
I'm pretty sure all of those potions are also quite rare. So,
yeah, how expensive would they be, Dan?
I'd say on average, it's gonna be several thousand gold. So I'm not sure why I'm asking.
No. What a fucking waste. I'm glad I got you your
so-
gauntlets, dude.
However, considering the price and rarity of those potions, he will find a bag of holding for you.
Fuck it, I'll take it.
And I believe a bag of holding is uncommon.
Yep.
It is. So, for a common item, let's see how lucky you are. Not very. It's still 500 gold.
That's fine.
That's good.
500 gold, 5 gold trade bars.
Alright. That is you.
Yep.
So, let's see. Son, what are you doing?
Okay, so I am going to be researching yet again.
Alright.
And this time I'm going to be researching the Blood Hunters.
Okay, make
And
me.
I will be using an extra 200.
So you're paying 300.
Yeah, 300 in total.
Alright. Make me your intelligence check +2.
No.
Okay, that's
Aw,
an
man.
11.
Can I use my inspiration?
Sure. So that'd be. Wait, did you have a d6? Yes, for the dragon.
Yeah, you did.
So that's 15, 16, 17. Much better. Alright. So, Arles. You're staying in prison. You're eating prison food, which is okay, but it's bland. You have your clothes on.
I have prestidigitation. That doesn't cost me anything. That's verbal and somatic. So.
Alright. However, at the beginning of the third week of stay, something interesting happens. A guard approaches your cell and says that there has been a package for you, and he is holding in his hands a book and a letter that has been opened. And he smiles. I think it would have been better for you have you received this 2 weeks ago. But I mean, won't get bored anymore. Here you go, buddy.
Cool.
Alright. So it's obvious that they have opened the letter and the book
Yeah, the
by
issue is I can't read this really.
at all. You can't read
Not
it
at
all.
all. It'll just take me quite a while.
Okay.
I can barely read, so
So, with what you can read, are you looking at the book first or at the letter first?
letter.
Alright. That is very short. It's written in beautiful cursive, on nice paper, as far as you know.
Makes it harder to read.
Yes. So after about 5 minutes, you figure out that it says, "I hope it serves you well, as it has served me." Signed, just S.
Sure.
Then you spend even more time trying to figure out what is the title of the book. It's very funny leather bound with gold engravements that spells the name of the book, and there's a clasp that holds the book. You just quickly search through the book. There are no pictures. There are many letters on every page. Oh jeez.
Month.
You're not sure if you want to read this book even, but after a while you figure out that the golden engravements on the book spell how to win friends and influence people.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah, but it'll I don't even think I can actually read it in the required amount of time. Just saying.
If you're thinking what you're thinking, then that book is the minimum
Yeah.
amount of time that it requires. For this book, I mean, it's up to you. If you want to roll intelligence checks or just start reading it, it's up to you.
Yeah, he'll just start reading. He doesn't have much better things to do, so.
To be honest, yes. Aside from recently being left out for a walk to look at birds and being manacled while doing that, and guards looking at you because they know you're a spellcaster. Yeah.
Is there visitation rights for the prisoner?
Yes, there are. I'm gonna say there are.
You'd be visiting him too.
Hey, Pip, look at this book I got.
But if you're visiting him, there also will be guards around looking very intently at you, doing any strange motions with your hands. They're not handcuffing you, but they're paying attention.
I don't know why they would think I'd be doing anything weird with my hands. That's so strange. There's nothing on me. I'm just a little gnome.
Right. Solon, coming a little bit back to you during your research of blood hunters, which I will tell you later, whatever you found. Asking people, like, how do we make a research? Like, who were you asking, basically?
Well, I just try and find any books first of all that mention anything, and then if I don't find enough there, I would probably kind of lurk around the pub they told me to go to, but I'm not actually gonna go in.
Are you gonna like talk to anybody, even like just ask random people what do they know?
Yeah, like people around the area that pub is in. I want to ask them, have they heard anything about that particular group?
Roll me a d12, please. What is that?
1.
Okay. Okay. So, while you're like asking people around, and since you're asking about the blood hunters, people like one thing they mentioned to you is, I know they usually don't come to big places like this, but I've heard there's been signing of ghouls in the cemetery recently. Maybe they'll appear. And if you lurk like for a couple more days, and like maybe even ask about those ghouls that have been seen, people tell you that actually the Helm guards have dispatched of them very quickly, and nobody really knows if the blood hunters were involved or not.
Okay.
Great. However, like asking more around, you do learn another interesting piece of information, is that apparently throughout the last weeks, people who have recently died and been buried have been returning to their families. They haven't been violent, they haven't been zombie-ish or ghoulish, they've been quiet and didn't really respond, but no one was hurt. There haven't been any reports of robberies or something like that. And the temples, the Helm Walking Tomorrow Temple, the priests basically respond with gods have powers far beyond us mortals. In these harsh times, it is important to remember that those who believe will be rewarded for their faith. However, all those people have either disappeared after a couple days in unknown direction, or have been found dead once again in their beds, homes, wherever, and have been confirmed dead by like clerics or whatever, and have been buried again. And the clerics that would usually be asked to confirm their deaths and bury them again, to the dismay of the families, have responded along the lines of, the ways of gods are beyond us, but we must praise what miracles were given and value what time we got to spend with those we love.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
And with this, let's take our quick break.
How quick?
Mhm.
Alright. So, that's some of what you learned during your week. Arlis, your last week, I assume you are bored out of your mind reading the book?
Probably accustoming to prison life.
Like how?
Like you get used to stuff if you've done it a while.
Oh, maybe.
It's hard now, man. It's hardcore.
Okay. As you're staying in prison and being bored and preparing for prolonged stay, by the end of your third week of stay there, you get a visit from Zoe. Well, I have to say I am glad you didn't make a scene in court, although I expected you to.
No, why would I?
Because you are not the wisest man I have met.
See, that's where you're just wrong.
Right, let's agree to disagree.
Sure, I'll take that one.
So, how have you been enjoying your stay?
Quite a bit, honestly. The food's quite nice, but the food's nice everywhere, so
Oh,
it's alright.
I see. Well, you ready to get out?
No, I think there are like 2 months and 1 week left or something like that. Maybe more. I'm not entirely sure. I didn't count that well.
Well, I did say that you're being apparently given a favor, and if you behave, things will go well. So, the official word is you're being left out early for good behavior.
That just seems so ironic. I can't really take it.
If you want to visit, you're welcome.
I
Just
just made this place is nice, actually.
try to keep a bit on the down low from the temples. They shouldn't really know that you are already out and around.
Sure. Won't be doing much visiting there anyway, so...
Well, now get your things and please go, and please don't come up with a new reason for me to come and see you.
Oh, that's just taunting me now. Sorry.
I'm not gonna be around anyway. Have fun.
Thank you.
Alright. So yeah, Aris, you're left out of prison. I mean, if you want, I can just shank you on your way out of prison and nobody will be able to save you in time.
Fuck yes.
Really?
Yeah, fuck yes. I was ready for him to stay 3 months and roll new. I wrote that to you. I'm down.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, if you... I will talk about this later, okay? Alright. So that's Arles. And, Medora. Anything you wanted to do?
Guess if the group allows it, more potions. I can't
Have
think
you-
of anything else.
Have you made one yet?
I've made technically, I've made 11 of them.
11, yeah.
Oh shit.
I don't know what else to do with my time.
Make better potions? Walk around? Have fun? Gamble? Find a pit fight?
I think she has a trauma from a Genji who needed healing.
Messi nice.
The situation in the bazaar. Potions, potions, selling potions. I need healing. I can pay 25 gold for this. Alright, so is it potions after all?
Yeah, potion.
The simple ones?
How much is the second highest tier up from that?
I believe it's 100, and it takes you a week to make one.
Just to make one?
Yes, but the twice healing value.
I guess if the group's okay with that, she can make the higher one for either Trego or Salon.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right? write down 100 gold and a greater healing potion.
100 gold down.
Wonderful. So, okay, that's all downtime activities done for whoever was allowed them. Another thing that happens to you guys during the third week, Salon and Melora are approached by a servant from the castle, and you are asked to, you're summoned to the castle.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Alright. So, when you arrive, you are led to along the way you've been previously, but instead of the office room, you are led to a room to the side, which as you enter appears to be a bedroom. And you see Albert in bed, and he's not like bleeding or bandaged, but he's quite pale. And over conversation with him and his attendants, you find out that he has been not feeling well for a couple days, and it has recently gotten worse. He's not eating, he's been vomiting, and other unpleasant things that I would like not to discuss on air. And he has been visited upon by the clerics, but they have said that he has been cursed, and it is not within their powers to heal him. And if it is his lack of faith and his support of the hospital that might have been the reason of the curse, as has been with certain other people. And apparently he was the one who asked for the two of you because he knew that you might have powers and he wanted a second opinion, so to say. So what do you do, guys?
Alrighty. Well, if he says he's been cursed, then I'm just gonna remove it.
Alright.
I guess I can help if it's anything for lesser restoration.
I mean, whatever way you want to help. I mean, it would have been nice to try and find out what's actually going on with him before you start casting something.
Can I do a medical check?
Sure, make a medical check. Like, sounds like,
Salon,
okay, I can solve this. Magic!
Yeah.
Salon, maybe it's your time to cut someone's leg off.
Jesus, that's one of my rolls today.
While Salon is casting his magic, Milori he seems feverish. He seems to be sweating profusely. He's pale. You're not sure if it's an infection or it's hard to say. You'll need to stay with him for a while and observe his health to find out more. However, like a sound casts his spell, it goes into Albert. Apparently succeeds, as far as I know, but just while you're staying there for at least a couple of minutes afterwards, his condition doesn't seem to better.
Okay. And then I will perform a medicine check
Right?
to see what the actual problem is.
Right, you try.
But no much better.
Okay, you basically get the same opinion that Melora got. She seems to be suffering from some kind of disease or something, whether it's curse-based, divine-based, or just a disease. You have no bloody idea for now.
But we can
Okay.
tell that she's diseased.
It's Albert, the king.
He. Okay.
Who is
I'm gonna-
plot twist?
I'm gonna-
Sick as a woman.
I'm gonna try lesser restoration.
All right. As you try less restoration on him, he doesn't immediately jump up to his legs and start running around, obviously. But as I can tell, it seems to have helped Like his fever is sort of gone. He's still weak. He's still pale. But he feels a bit better.
Yeah, I'll just pump a level 2 cure wounds into him.
Alright.
Just for good measure.
Okay. Please never be a doctor in real life.
Just be sure.
Just to be sure. Alright.
I'm not sure you need this. Let's give you some morphine. Just in case.
Just in
To be
case.
sure, let's cut off your leg.
Why not?
And oh, you stabbed the toe. Let's cut off your leg. Alright.
Dan,
So
can I have a
yeah.
quick question?
Yeah.
In these 3 weeks, may I change my spellbook?
Yeah, of course. You can change it every day of those weeks.
Awesome.
I mean, you just need to pray in the morning or do whatever you do. Like, debilitate upon your decisions. Okay, in that case, next question from Lawrence Salon. Do you come visit him again or
Yeah.
one and done?
No, I'll check up on him to
Alright.
see if
Mhm.
our work has
Um,
actually done anything.
Okay. In that case, you come back next day for a visit. Roll me a medicine check again. Like either both of you or maybe one of you is helping the other. It's up to you.
Just give me. So, yeah, Laura, can you do the medicine check? I'll help you out.
Sure.
Alright.
Hopefully, I won't need it if I actually
Double
go
one!
out of the way. Please.
Double one.
Alright.
Whew, a little bit better.
Apparently,
Thank
friendship
you.
is magic. And helping each other is good. He seems to be looking much better. He's sitting in bed. You're looking over him. The fever seems to be mostly gone. As the paleness, the blood seems to return to his face. You're not sure what the disease was, because apparently whatever it was, you have beaten it with magic. And so you don't really know what happened. So you just tell him to remain his current lifestyle for a while longer. Drink a lot of water, eat some warm soup. It should help to bring the strength back into his body, for he seems to be a bit dehydrated after the time. But apparently, whatever it was, the two of you have managed to deal with it.
I'd like to quiz him about anything unusual that had happened up until he started feeling bad.
You're asking him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it has been most as usual. Work in the morning, lunch, more work, some exercise, dinner with my daughter. I have been eating the food that have been made by the palace workers. It is poison tested by a cleric attendant. That's for poisons. It has not been poisoned, so that should be out of the way. I have mostly been staying within the castle or the castle premises. I'm not certain what more to tell. I definitely have not been shot.
What temple does the cleric serve? That tests your food for poison?
It is from the Helm Temple.
At the Helm Temple?
Yes. They are the major temple and essentially usually employed for any government-related troubles.
Melora just looks over at Salon.
So, obviously, you know the whole situation with Arliss.
Yes, I have
everything.
heard about it.
So, yeah, I would suggest maybe changing temples because the Tarn probably knows that we're associated, and I'm afraid this your priest of hell might not be so helpful anymore.
Do you imply that they have poisoned me in retaliation for your actions?
Maybe not they poisoned you, but they just passed off sensing and just lied to you and said it wasn't poisoned when it could have been.
Usually I would... This is a very serious claim.
It's just the thinkings of my mind. It just seems a bit too
I
coincidental.
have to admit I have been rather displeased with the stance they have been taking on the hospital, the troubles that have been brewing, and the increasing volatility. Lord Edge has told me just as much. Perhaps it is time I have actually interfered. Thank you, my friends. I will consider your words. They are wise. And in the future I may call upon your services again. Nevertheless, I would suggest you tell your friend that no matter the reason, a crime is a crime. And the repeat will not be tolerated lightly.
Oh, trust me, I'll tell him.
We understand.
Very well. In that case, I hope your more brave friend is alright, and I hope it will not disturb your plans to visit the wizards.
I believe he's recovering quite nicely in the hospital.
Very well. I will not detain you any further.
Anytime we can be of help.
Thank you. Alright. And with this, you are guided out of the castle and allowed to return return to your friends and the rest of your downtime activities that you would have been doing throughout the week. So, at the end of these 3 weeks, you, my friends, are either let out of prison or released from the hospital. And by the way, one last thing. Did anyone try to find the doctor again?
Well, he promised me that he would give me his...
Indeed. In that case, let's say that he will at the very least appear to release Drago from the hospital. That feels appropriate. So, does everyone gather to celebrate his release, Dragos? Like, is everyone on the scene?
Yeah.
Right? Wonderful. So yeah, you arrive during visiting hours, you see that same doctor with his giant head of curly hair. Not the head is giant, the hair is giant. And... Oh! It is you. How appropriate. I was just releasing your friend.
He's back. Full health again, I see.
Say again?
He's back. Full health, I see.
Say again.
He's back at full health.
Yeah, Trejo kind of does stretches, you know, just to see how his body is functioning.
I recommend he does not make any fights right now, but yes, he is mostly fine.
So, those test results that we spoke about when we first arrived into the hospital, have you had a chance to find them?
Oh, Yes, the hospital has been a bit busy with everything, but yes, I have been able to confirm that this is indeed the same poison that had been used the last time. I'm sorry.
It's just another thing we have to deal with. So, everyone good?
Yep, he's up and about. That's good enough for me.
You know how we should celebrate?
Beer!
We should. Well, yeah, but I would think about a good, nice meal in the fiery stool.
As a matter of fact, I recommend that you refrain from alcohol as well for several 20 days.
Oh man!
How about some hot stuff? Spicy foods?
I recommend a more bland diet. Your body has been ravaged quite heavily.
So I guess we could just celebrate with some apple juice and porridge.
You can eat meat if you choose, just not too heavy.
Got it, Doc.
So he's up and about, but he's still not fully at his strength?
I saw a mage hand and I start like using the hand to push him.
His body has mostly recovered, but his organism has expended a lot of strength to fight the poison. It is unwise to stress it further. For now.
Gotcha. Thanks a lot, Doc.
It's a pleasure to see patients get better. And I have to thank all of you. I have heard about the donation that is that was quite generous of you.
Maybe an investment that you could use that money for is to hire a few extra security guards. Maybe just a suggestion.
He seems like struggling to find the word that.
I kind of feel like it would be better spent actually getting more medical equipment. Yeah, the people outside are annoying, but you can really help a lot more people.
People have to not hear though.
A second?
They can't help people if they're not here to help them. AKA they're dead.
Wow, that is gruesome as fuck to say in the middle of a hospital.
The doctor feels terrified. I don't understand. He can't seem to be able to say the word.
You're doing good work here. Just make sure you're protected from people outside of this hospital.
Yeah, he's
Especially
referring to the assholes outside.
the temples. Don't trust any clerics from any temple in the city.
I never intended to do that. from the start.
Good.
They are bad people. Most of them.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I thank you once more for the donations. And hope that you never have to come here again.
Oh, we were actually planning once we do have time to maybe come and study here, but that's when we really have some time.
That is amazing. Hospital is in dire need of more doctors. Very
So
stretched.
if you're ever in serious need of help, you can call on us. I think even after the donation, we do still owe you a favor.
I agree.
All
He's
right.
right.
Can I have your names?
Sure, my name's Salan Greyfellow.
I think you already know mine. It's in the papers.
Yes, yours I have over here.
I suppose you could contact us in Fandolin if we're not in the city.
Can I talk to the two of you? Can I talk to you right now? You know what? The doc can actually hear this too. It's fine. Listen, we don't know who was attacking Trago yet, and it was pretty clear that we were specifically the ones that they wanted to get in contact with. And I'm afraid of, there was a really good point brought up at the alchemy shop that anyone associated with us might actually have a closer brush with trouble if it's realized by the people that are targeting us.
Dear.
I think he's already heavily associated with us. I don't think a favor could do any more harm.
Favor's fine. I want to help this guy as much as I possibly can because he's a really good guy and what he's doing is actually really great.
Thank you.
No problem. But giving him more information on, I was just telling the truth, but giving him more information on where we could be allows other people more reasons to take advantage of him. And I really don't want that on my conscience very much.
Oh well.
It's water under the bridge.
Already done. Going forward.
Don't cry on spilled milk.
Going forward, listen to your wise words, Pick.
In that case, I suppose I shall leave you.
Yeah, thanks for everything.
Like, he offers a hand to basically everyone.
Shake it.
I never really introduced myself. The name's Victor Messer. This is my place.
Well, I'm glad I met you, Victor. And thanks for everything.
Nice to meet you, Victor.
You're yes. All right.
Celebrate!
So, you leave the hospital, in all of you together. Or maybe it's 4 of you together and pick up Harley's prison. I'm not sure which will be more humiliating for Harley's. But in any case, you all gather together and return to Fire Stool, where you're welcome to order the meal of your choosing, the drinks of your choosing, and celebrate Successful recovery of 1 Trigger Monster and the successful release of 1 Arlis something.
Of quite
So
some.
great. So
According to him.
is he with us?
Yep,
Oh, he didn't get shanked leaving the prison.
did not.
Unfortunately not.
Oh,
So where are we meeting back up? In the fire still probably.
probably, yeah.
Yeah.
So how was prison?
All right. Not a lot of people. Quite all right. Good food.
Did you get any trouble in there?
No, like I said, not many people. Salam.
Hey, buddy.
Next time they call you to witness in any trial against me, if you are trying to support me, I would like for you to not speak out. If you're trying to hurt me, then you can go on the stand. Okay?
I like how you assume that there will be a next trial.
I spoke in your defense. Everyone was
Yes,
like
yes.
really like amped up after I give my speech about the clerics being like bad
but
and
Amped
stuff.
was not what we were looking for.
Oh, it wasn't?
No.
Oh.
You need to learn to read the crowd.
You know, I don't think you're right there. I think I pretty much had them, you know?
No. I have it on good authority that I would have only stayed 1 week if it wasn't for your talking.
I don't know. I don't believe that at all.
Hmm.
You're just trying to make me feel bad because of the forest.
Because of what?
Because of what went on in the forest, Mr.
Like I...
Necromancer.
No.
Wait, what?
Just one more time. If there's a trial, don't speak out on my behalf. Thank you. For the next one, you know.
Salon, he just likes to fight his own battles, and if you're helping him, then he feels like that it would be...
No.
Mage hand over his mouth.
It feels like it would be...
Make hand over your mouth, go fuck off.
Counterspell!
I can do this more times than you can. Careful.
Trigo's apple juice comes out of his nose.
Trigo's drinking apple juice?
Yeah, you can't
Yeah,
have
I'm
beer.
refraining from alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh. That
That's actually,
sucks.
thank you for that visual.
A little ball to your chest and you stop drinking alcohol? Trigo.
It's what the doctor ordered.
Yes, but isn't it fun
Another
to
thing
not
you
go?
were wrong about, by the way,
Huh?
Hmm?
the hospital being very, very bad and the temples being great.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So maybe you're wrong about me helping you.
No, I think I have quite a good understanding of when I'm wrong and when I'm not. In that
Oh,
case,
come
I
on,
was
Arliss. I
not in
think
this
he was
sense.
just trying to help you.
Yes, I understand that. I appreciate him trying to help. I would appreciate even more if next time he doesn't.
Iseri is face palming with the same palms that you're using because she doesn't have any
Yes.
of her own.
Yes.
Okay, Alice, next time you need help, I won't help you.
No, that's not what I said. I said next time when
No,
it comes to a trial. You don't need to take everything so personal and be a little
you
bitch
said
about
not
all
to
these
help you,
things.
so I'm not going to help you.
More beer!
Now he's gonna get shanked, and Salen's not gonna heal him up, and that's how he's gonna reroll.
Sometimes you have the social understanding of a 12-year-old.
Yeah, more insults aren't going to help your cause, Alice.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to make it even better.
Noted. Don't help Alice ever again.
Oh, come on now.
Because he
We're
wants
trying to
to fight us.
celebrate here.
Like the baby.
Alright.
What time is it? Like, around what time is it?
Oh, actually, that's a good question because I forgot to write down the 3 weeks. Alright.
Here, I give the gauntlets to Salon.
Oh, nice.
Got
Cool.
them. I also got
Oh,
this.
wow.
I hold up the bag of holding.
Nice! Can we have a journal entry of the bag of holding?
Yeah, in a moment. Well, not the moment for next session.
You want me to carry that?
No, I don't mind carrying it, but I'm gonna write all the group loot there so you guys can only see it.
Yeah, I'll make it as
Not at all.
handout.
I think
Alright.
it's okay, Arliss, but thank you.
All this mistrust.
Well, it's not so much that I mistrust you, it's more like things around you tend to burst into flame.
He's not even as remotely as close as Amavan. He's alright.
That's true.
Spend 3 weeks in jail and suddenly you are a danger to everyone.
Arliss, if it means anything, though, I thank you for what you did to that cleric. You deserve that.
Oh, I don't regret that part. That was well worth the trade of 3 weeks.
Oh, no, I'm absolutely on your side with that. That was brilliant. I was just going to tell him off. You were way smarter.
If myself and Melora hasn't told everybody about the king, we'll tell them now.
Alright, about his sickness, you mean?
Yeah, about the poison and what I think happened.
Alright.
As that's going on, I'm passing out. I'm dividing up the potions that I made among everyone.
So how many for each?
3 each. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, 2 each. I'm sorry, 2 each, and then whoever between you and Salon wants the greater healing. That's between you guys.
You can take the greater trigger.
So all the other healing potions are the normal ones?
Right.
And there was an extra one.
Oh, I guess roll off out of character. Roll off to see who gets the extra. I don't know. Whoever wants it can have it.
I wanted a 15 out of 20. I already go for it.
Oh, that's better than I thought I would do.
That's average. Alright.
Yeah, it's better than I thought I would do.
One more and I got it.
Come on, Drago.
Beat him! Beat him into submission!
Need this.
Yes! The power of Dungeon Master compels you!
Anything.
So I get 3 potions of healing?
3
Yeah, the
regular
greater.
potions.
Jackpot!
Alright. So you're sitting in the fire stool, eating food, drinking drinks, and having a conversation about how stupid some of you are and how amazing some others of you are. When just from the keywords they're saying, you start listening into the conversation that seems to be happening at the table next to you, where it seems like 2 men drinking that on a Friday after work day. It's Friday. Well, the Aldana's alternative for Friday. And seems the beer has made the discussion a little bit louder than the normal. Yes. Well, it's not heated. It's like they're not angry at each other, but they're just talking louder than people usually do, even among the hum of the tavern. Just a moment.
Pep talk.
Yeah, pep talk. So, Hank, how's your uncle been after, his, well, accident? Oh, yeah, thanks for asking. Oh, this is kind of funny. You've been always telling me that the hospital is gonna be bad. And wait. No, don't tell me. Please don't tell me you brought him to the hospital. Well, I mean, we tried to bring him to the temple, but they were kind of busy. There was a long line, and they were asking for a lot of money, and he was bleeding. So we took him to the hospital. And let me guess, he turned into a monster. Well, not really. They patched him up, told us it's good we brought him so soon, because if we didn't, he could get an reflection, something like that. And it cost us, I don't know, well, actually it was like 9 silver coins. I mean, it's still like a week of work, but it's better than what they ask of the temples. I mean, one case doesn't really make it. I mean, you heard what they say. They cut up people down there. They buy dead bodies and they cut dead bodies. Well, that's what the priests say. I mean, maybe it's true, but I mean, they're dead. Well, death may be dead. I mean, sure, they don't feel the pain, but I mean, the humiliation, the unfairness. Like, would you want your body to be cut apart when you're dead? Well, no, but yeah, see, like, imagine you're there on the table and the doctors are putting their hands into you and taking your kidneys out. Well, it did help. I mean, when we brought the uncle there, they said that if you give your body to them when you die, they pay money to your family. What? Those people have no honor now. They're buying bodies. That's like, that should be crime. Well, they're not hurting people, right? I mean, like, if I die, and I mean, I don't care, and my family can get some money, and maybe they learn new things. Yeah, how to make monsters! Well, I mean... No. Look. My mama, she goes to the temples every Sunday. And she's been going to the temples every Sunday for the last 20 years. She's been listening very well to what the priests say, and she's been praying real hard. And look at her. She's healthy, she has her teeth, she's got a job. Faith is reward. That's what my mom has always taught me, and that's what I always did myself. I mean, well, yeah, but I mean, what if it doesn't work? What do I mean, what if it doesn't work? It always works! Well, I've heard that it doesn't. What do I mean it doesn't work? I mean, how can't it work? It's not like you can turn it on, you can turn it off. It's divine magic. It always works. Well, but... So, at this point, the conversation is interrupted as the waitress that was bringing like extra drinks to you, the mug that she was carrying towards Strega with apple juice just falls out of her hands and onto the floor. And you're like, what is going on? As her eyes adjust towards the entrance to the fire stool.
She's on the floor?
No. The mug is on the floor. She's watching the entrance to the fire stool. And as you turn and watch where she's looking, there seems to be a figure standing the doorway.
I'm gonna look at the door.
I'm going to look at the figure. What help is looking at the door?
Nice.
It's a nice door.
Right, sure, there seems to be a man standing in the door frame. He's a little bit far for you to make out any details, but he's in a bit dirty clothes, like he's been working hard maybe for a full day. He's standing there, and the waitress, she just... Hans? I mean, how? Is it really you? She takes a couple steps away from your table and towards the figure. At this point, like, as this event is unfolding, the whole town has kind of calmed down and is watching what's going on. The figure at the doorframe takes a couple steps back. Hans! It is you! The woman just rushes towards the figure and gives it a big hug. Hans! How? It must have been a miracle! You've prayed so hard and you came back! Mark...
Can I take a closer look at it?
Sure. Make a perception check.
How far are we sitting from him?
Directly a couple meters away, but there are tables in the way. As far
So
as
I
you can
would like-
see, she's hugging a man in dirty clothes.
I'd like to use this.
Right?
Oh, nice.
There are no celestial fiends or undead within 60 feet of you.
Okay.
As she's giving him a hug, the man seems to be unsure of what's going on, but then his hands like slowly, jerkily rise up and embrace the woman. He's just like saying something to his ear that is half whimpers, half crying. Magda. And he's hugging her. Hans? I mean, I'm happy to see you as well, but you're hurting me. Hans?
Do we hear her say that?
Yes, everyone
Whole
sees
person.
that. The woman shrieks, what do you think?
Whole person.
Oh
and,
man, I was ready for it too. Nice.
the guy.
Good call.
Okay, just a moment. That's a good question. Alright, yeah. Right. The woman is still crying in pain, but the man doesn't seem to move.
Drago. Come with me.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up quickly and move
Hans,
towards the.
come on! What are you doing?
I'm gonna try
Hans.
and pull her away from him.
Alright.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try and grab his arms.
Try to make it a grapple and aesthetics check. Sal make an aesthetics check as well.
Okay.
And I assume you have already attuned to your new contrast.
Oh, okay, cool. I've had time.
You've had a lot of time! Like 2 weeks of time.
Can I follow them up just to examine the dude? Kind of
Sure.
fascinated while he's standing there.
Sure. In that case, make a perception. Well, actually, in this case, it would be an investigation check. Alright. So, Traeger, you're holding onto the man. He's not moving, so you're not sure how efficient your holding is. Salon, you start kind of like trying to unfold his arms from the woman, and you find out that he is holding on surprisingly hard, and like, you're not sure like if you pull a bit strong you might break his arm. So you more like try to like, get woman away from him and slip her under, which you managed to do. Thank you, but Hans, what is happening to you?
Did he die by chance?
Yes, we buried him just 3 days
Okay.
ago. Pip, as you're looking at him, it's a man in common but very dirty clothes. And I mean, like, dirty all over, like dirt, ground, earth. And he's a little bit pale. Doesn't smell very good. But yeah, that's it.
Okay.
He's not undead.
What? Undead? Why?
I said he is not undead.
Oh,
No, I'd like to search for undead again.
okay,
Using my
sure.
general divinity.
Can you give a description again?
Yeah, sure. And I just have to pull it up.
Oh, basically, does it work any different from Tragus? Aside from range?
Yes, I think it does.
Come on, man! You gotta have your abilities up and ready! Just
know,
apply!
Just to be clear, I was in range with
Yes,
him, right? He
You're
wasn't
most
60 feet.
definitely in range.
Okay.
You're also pretty sure that everybody else in the tavern is not undead.
So I gain an innate sense of creep.
Louder.
Spend a minute.
Mark,
Louder.
your mic is dead.
Too far away.
Well, much.
Alright.
We can't hear anything.
It's too far away. I need to get closer.
God damn it.
I need more rage.
Mark?
We can't hear anything from you.
We didn't hear anything, and you were
Yeah,
very
well-
quiet.
Everyone was talking. Okay, so I spent a minute of uninterrupted compensation, and you can determine the presence on nature of undead creatures in the area. The direction extends up to 1 mile in all directions. You learn the number of undead, the distance, direction, and I learned the creature type of the undead.
Right? So you start doing that.
While he's meditating, can I ask the woman, excuse me, hi. This might seem like a very strange question. When he was hugging you, did he feel warm?
Now that you say it,
He is warm.
no. He was not warm. What? Are you saying he's dead?
No.
But he's here.
We don't believe he's dead, but because we have two very capable people here that are quite attuned to the undead, and they're saying that he's not. So, he may still be ill.
Oh.
What? He may
Well,
still be ill. Before what happened that he what happened to him prior to him being buried? If you don't mind my asking, I know it's a sore subject. I'm very sorry.
make a persuasion check.
All right.
Alright.
Got for +7. Jesus.
Well, he was working. He was working at the warehouses, and he got some sort of disease. He was coughing for a long time, and then he was coughing blood. And we didn't really have money for the clerics, so he died after a couple months. Why are you asking this?
I was just wanting to know because if there was a disease that he contracted and he could still be suffering from it, I kind of wanted to see if there was a specific point of origin.
Oh. I mean, you guys could go ask the people at his work, but I don't know why they didn't say anything. At this point, as the sun is meditating, the figure makes another lurching step forward. Oh, I'm so disappointed to you. Please stop scaring me. Hans! What are you guys doing?
What is he saying?
Magda.
Her name.
Hmm.
I'm gonna turn and look at him and hold up my hand. Stop! Persuasion, suggestion.
Alright. Okay, yeah, I need to roll. I forget. Okay, he just presses into your hand and continues those slow, methodical steps. And as he's pushing you, it's like trying to move a wall. He just barrels, just not even paying attention to it. He just keeps moving forward.
Do I get the feeling that he beat the spell, or did it
You're
not take effect
not
at all?
sure.
Trying again. Stop moving!
He stops. What? What have you done to him? Is he alright?
Oh, I didn't do anything. I asked him to stop moving. He stopped moving.
Oh. Come on, Hans. It's me. Yes, it's me. It's Magda. Let's... I heard there was a hospital that's helping people. Let's go take a look. Maybe they'll tell what's going on to you. Hans. Come on. We're giving this chance again. Don't scare me.
Did you take him to the hospital previously, or was it did you only try to get in contact with the clerics?
Oh no, we didn't go there before.
If-
Wasn't too late.
Well, if it's alright, would it be okay if my very strong friend here, who actually was just recently helped by the hospital, would it be alright if we escorted him down there for you?
Oh. Oh, I'm not sure. I can't pay you much.
Oh, no, that's not necessary at all, please. Your food is very fantastic. We want to thank you for that.
Alright, I'll just tell Hans. Just a moment. She kind of runs off, says something to the man behind the desk who's like, he seems very worried, and he's like, argues something with her for a moment, like looks at all of you guys, like judges Streg and Salan, like ask her another question. She's like, holds his hands, like shakes them, and returns to you. Alright, let's go. It's
Okay.
quite a way.
I'm-
You sure you okay with this?
Yeah, it's not a problem.
I'm gonna awaken mind to Trago.
Are you sure he's not undead?
Has a minute passed yet?
But this time, yes.
Is he
You
undead?
are 100% sure he's not undead.
Yes, I'm sure he's not undead. I would sense that.
Does he look like the people that were in my village?
Whispers yes.
Alright, let's go.
And I think Mark asked you a question.
Yeah, and does he
Oh.
look like the people that were in my village?
Make an investigation check.
While he's doing that, I've been still sitting at the table the entire time with my food in front of me. And,
I imagine like you're in a turn to like, I'm gonna go grab some popcorn.
no, actually,
So, Salan, now that you like take a look, to be fair with your experience, yeah, he does look like somebody who has been dug out of a grave a couple days ago, and like a body would look after a couple days of being buried. But I mean, the people at your village were in different states. There were like basically skeletons that were buried for a long time. There was like zombie-like people that have been buried a while ago and parts of their bodies have already decomposed. Obviously, there have been people that have just been buried, if you understand what I'm talking about, who look similar to him. But once again, during your many years of training as a desk cleric, not desk cleric, like cleric of the Raven Queen,
Yeah.
You're pretty sure that the people in your village were raised with necromancy, and not the good kind of necromancy, and with your abilities and the parent dragon saying the same, you can't sense even a drop of necrotic energy within him. Obviously,
How long
you
was he
didn't
buried for?
check. According to what Magda said, he was buried 3 days ago. I mean, raised dead is necromancy. It revives people, but it's necromancy. So, some necromancy is good.
Magda, who? I mean, sorry to ask this also, but who was around him when he died?
Me, our children, a couple friends. Why?
Did any doctor or cleric came in and verified the death?
The death, yes. Not at the funeral. We didn't have the money.
Which temple were they from?
Moment. It was the Middle Temple.
Right. So, I'm no doctor, but we can go to the hospital and check what's up with him. I have my suspicions, but again, I'm no doctor.
Alright. Well, let's hurry.
Come on now, Hans. And I kind of grab him by the hand and try and take him to the hospital.
Okay, so
For 8 hours, he doesn't move.
technically you told him to stop and he stopped. And
I told him to
technically-
stop moving the second time.
Alright, sure.
Okay.
Well, once again, I gave him a task and it's completed. That's what you say.
That's
You have,
fair.
you have no idea what he's thinking. Trigger, are you the only one who's trying to manhandle him?
I guess if he's not moving, I'll just carry him, but for now, I'm just trying to.
Basically, yeah, his muscle are kind of like locked in place, and like you're trying to like hold him by the hand and like put it down and start moving him along. You're finding out that even with your strengths, he's not really responding to your strengths, and just like Salon, you fear that like more strength will either break you or break him. So you're not sure what to do. Like you just leave him.
No.
No, we can carry him. Maybe. Do you have a car here we can use?
A car?
Cart with a T in the end.
He said car.
A car would be.
What's a
A
car?
car,
That car.
a car would be wonderful. If you had
Level
one.
9 spell, conjure car.
Call it taxi.
Well,
No,
wish,
no.
you
It's
know?
like level 1
Wish.
car, level 1 like conjure ladder. It's a shitty Russian car. Level 9 spell, conjure Bugatti.
Yes.
We could always bring someone from the hospital here.
Yeah, we do have a cart that we carry the goods in. I guess it will be no harm if we use it, right? We'll clean it afterwards. Let's go. It's outside in the back. So I guess you just carry him for a while. To mark the takes out a basically wheelbarrow with 2 wheels and that you have to push, and you kind of awkwardly put him inside, and he's like this stiff statue that doesn't move. And
Yes,
you
he
start burying him along the streets, and you get a lot of attention from people who don't really understand what's happening. As Mark is like, it's alright, he's unconscious, we're taking him to the hospital, it is fine, don't worry.
Can I make a comment to Pip while we're walking there?
Sure, it's gonna take a while for you to walk, to be honest.
Mhm. So, do you think that your 3 attempts of magic against a person will net you 6 years or only 2?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't either. That's all.
I just give him a grin and we just keep walking.
So as you're walking down the streets, Guard appears and arrests all of you. You spend the next 10 years in jail. Job guys, this enters the campaign. Well done. GG, that's all I wanted to say. Who's gonna jam
That
next?
noise, I'm running.
Who's gonna jam next?
Door, gone.
alright.
Bye, guys. Have a good life.
So yeah, it does take you like good 20 minutes to barrel him down the streets from one basically part of the city to the hospital, and you do try to get with Aris's help the less populated streets just to less attention, but you do get him to his hospital, and as you barrel him inside, there are more surprised looks. A lot more.
Hi.
The ladies' reception. So what's going on here?
Hi, he just kind of walked in, and he wasn't walking a few days ago because he was buried and dead. He also seems to be having some sort of psychological problems where he's unable to control his strength, and he seems to be fixated on only his wife. He's also cold to the touch, which humans are not supposed to be like that. Would it be possible to have somebody take a look at him, and maybe in an isolated area? I'm not sure.
Oh, right. She turns to Magda. Are you his... Yes, I'm Magda. I'm his wife, and this is Hans. It's what she said. All right.
So he's not undead.
Oh, thank you for not bringing them
You're
dead
welcome.
into the hospital. I'll go catch somebody. She kind of like runs away, stumbles into men, so goes in a different direction. Couple stay like grabs him, like points at you guys, and rushes away. The man, he's not wearing white clothes. He, I don't know, maybe janitor and elderly. It's hard to say. Just like stays in the room, like arms crossed, watching you, tapping his foot awkwardly, like not really trying
Wave at
to. Yeah, like you wave at him, he immediately like switches his eye to somebody else, evades eye contact. Couple
When
minutes
he looks
by.
back again, I'm gonna wave at him again.
You're terrible people, guys. You're terrible people. A couple minutes past, the receptionist lady returns with a doctor. Actually, sure, why not? Returns with doctors that Milora and Salon should know. The one I have talked previously about the medical training. Arhart. Anyone?
What?
Right. So that man and Victor. Victor is also like walking in his like gaunty way alongside the doctor, and she just like points at you, like says something you're not sure what, and like shakes her hands like I don't want to do anything to do with this. And the two men come to you. Greetings, it's Arhart. I assume some of you know me. This is Victor. I believe most of you know him. We were told you have a patient here who's not in a very good condition.
Dead, but not dead, yes.
What he said.
Oh, right. I didn't want to use quite those words for they're confusing. Is that the patient in the wheelbarrow?
Yes. It's been verified by these two gentlemen that he is actually not an undead. So we're not really sure what's going on with him. It might be best if he's isolated, just in case. Also, apparently before he fell ill and passed away the first time before being buried, he had contracted some type of disease. So I don't know if there's a way to test tissue. Also, he seems to be cold to the touch, which would indicate that there's not much blood flow. I'm assuming. I don't know if I actually understand that much medical jargon from that time period. Anyway.
All right, calm down. Like Gerhard looks at Victor. Victor nods. All right. Can you carry him a little longer? I'll take that as a yes. Salam, Trega,
Yeah.
can you carry the man?
Yeah.
All right, thank you for responding.
I said before.
No,
I said yes, and then you said yes. I'll take that as a yes.
I heard
We
nothing.
didn't hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Technology.
Science. So yeah, the two doctors lead you in the general direction where Trega was taken previously. Magdi is like at their side, like as a worrying chicken, just like jumping around and trying to explain what was going on before he died, etc. So just mostly being worried and incoherent. As Trega and Salam just carries a man by legs and shoulders. All right. Well, why is he paralyzed? Why is he not moving?
Oh, we asked him to stop moving. I kind of just waved my hand dismissively and let the spell go.
And apparently that helped. As at the same time, the man kind of like starts moving. Okay, this is interesting. The man tries to like stand up. Okay. Sir, I would ask you to. Whoa. As the man just like barrels past the doctor and resumes his approach towards Magda. Hans, please stop. These people are trying to help you. Hans.
Yeah, put him back on the bed.
Alright. I need you two to make athletics check. Or if one of you helping is that's advantage for somebody.
Yeah, Salam probably will help me, right? Right?
I think he's AFK.
You're probably helping me, right?
You better be.
Well, he's not here, so I'll take that as a no.
No, take that as a yes.
so-
He of course would help me.
Trega is strong enough, just like is trying to hold onto his hand. You're flung across the room as you hit the wall on the other side, to much dismay of doctors and everybody else, as you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage, buddy.
Alright.
Wait a
All right.
moment. Wait a moment. I'm rolling for Salon. Is he proficient in athletics? I don't think so. And Salon is trying to hold on, but it's not working.
Alright. Damn it. Kind of look at the doctors, kind of shift out of the way so I'm not seen by them.
All right.
Hans, get in the bed and stay there.
He turns around, walks towards the bed, climbs into the bed, puts blanket over him, puts his hands into sleeping positions, and stops moving.
What the fuck?
Okay, so he's not going to stay there for very long. It's only going to be a few hours before his desire to see his wife will overpower his common sense again. So whatever you're going to do, you need to do it fast or restrain him.
Okay. This is not in the medical manual. Okay, Victor, let's restrain him. They basically spend some time tying the man to the bed with like leather belts, or well, not leather, it's something belts, whatever. Okay, all right. Well, hopefully he will stay still while we inspect him. Victor seems to be taking the more quiet and observing position for right now, as Dr. Arhart just like takes out a strange device, which the modern people recognize as a stethoscope. and brings like a table with a candelabra to get some light. Starts expecting the man. All right. Okay. Well, he is at room temperature, which means that he shouldn't be alive, but it's obviously impossible because we saw him walking and talking. Right. I can't find any pulse. I don't hear a heart. This is quite morbid. I don't hear any breathing. He takes out a mirror and presses to his mouth. Yep, no breathing. Takes a candle from the candelabra, waves it in front of his face. But his pupils react to light, which is really strange. Tries to like lift his hand and move it. And I can't move him. He is strong and stiff. Turns around. You know, Victor, I have never, in my several years of medical practice, have ever seen a man like this. And I'm not certain what we can do. Victor like fidgets for a moment, like looks at everyone. Stay for a couple days, watch, observe, run some more tests. Well, I guess, I mean, there's nothing we can do except watch. This is all highly abnormal. And the gentleman over there say he's not undead, and to be honest, I mean, I'm not a cleric, but I mean, undead don't really talk, do they? Kind of like looks at the room in general.
Don't ask me.
No clue.
Depends what kind of undead.
That was not reassuring. Miss Magda, I assume. Mrs. Yes. Would it be alright if we keep your husband for a couple of days, observe him, make sure he doesn't harm anybody or himself, see if his condition improves, maybe it's just temporarily and his body temperature will return, run some proper tests, just kind of more looking at the group because they're the ones who brought her here. I mean, will it be expensive? Well, frankly, considering how rare this is, no, don't worry about the money. We just want to help. It's he kind of like looks at Victor. Victor nods again. Well, the hospital will pay for his stay. It's better to. It will be better for everybody. Well, I suppose she once again looks for the group for reassurance.
Kind of smile at her and nod. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Same.
Okay. Can I stay with him? Well, obviously it will be impossible for you to stay in the same room as him all the time, but I'm certain we can accommodate you and you can stay with him for most of the day. He does seem to be very insistent on seeing you. I'm sure we'll figure something out. Okay. I'll guess I'll go bring new clothes for him. He seems to need those. That would be wonderful, Magda. That would be wonderful. Please, we'll take care of your husband. We'll prepare the room for it now. And everything else, of course. Alright. She kind of gives that last look. I'll be back soon. And leaves. As she leaves, her goes, okay, I have no idea what to do. And I'm not sure if watching will help. Victor, I honestly have no idea if we can do anything better. Any reaction from anybody?
I thought maybe he was buried while still alive and then had brain damage, but since he doesn't show any signs of life, are there any kinds of Pip, or do you know like of any kinds of parasites or stuff like that? That I don't know, a disease?
Would I know of anything? I don't think so, but would
I
I?
don't know. Let's make a history check.
Alright.
Well, you know about zombies. Apparently he's not. I guess you've read stories about poisons that would make you appear dead and you like kind of return to consciousness after a couple days. But they work kind of like you're dead, and then you're completely alive. Not like you're dead, kinda alive.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say something completely off topic. So.
Me too. I was gonna say it's
Oh.
the Jesus poison, the first one.
Nice.
May I try something? Oh wait, no, that would make him get up. Never mind. Actually, since I'm not the one doing it and my friends aren't the one doing it, okay, Dan, would the doctors poking him and trying to draw blood, would that break the suggestion spell?
What's the word of a suggestion?
Hang on.
Was it attack? Any attacks on him? That's not an attack, though.
Well,
Yeah, that's why I paused, because I literally wanted to just poke him, but if that's considered an attack...
God damn it, Salon, where were you? I needed your help before.
I was getting dinner.
If you or any of your companions damage the target, are the doctors considered my companions?
Would poking, well, I guess damage?
I'd say anyone who's not him pokes him painfully, the spell will end. And, I mean, you didn't ask the doctors how they intend to poke him.
Well, no, I was wanting to poke him. I was literally wanting to like poke his foot on his toe and see if it.
I mean, if you poke it with the fingers, it doesn't deal any damage. It won't end. Like if you cut him for 1 point of damage, yes.
Yeah.
Like poking him, like the doctor has already been like trying to manhandle him and failed, and he's still in bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, Victor. You are the surgeon. You are the head. So tell us what to do. Tell me what to do. I'll do what I can. This is so out of my field. Victor once again seems very uncomfortable that he's forced to talk again. Shakes his head, like puts one finger into the air, like wait, walks. Huh?
No, nothing.
Walks like to the side of the room where there are several tables and digs for something in the drawers, and he hears like metallic sounds from there and takes out, like in modern language, scalpel. In medieval times, it's like a strange kind of knife, and he just like holds it with both hands. Yeah, go ahead.
actually harming the patient and causing him physical harm may not be a good idea because his motivation for staying in the bed may leave him once he feels pain. Would he be capable of feeling pain?
I heard like, it's okay, it's okay. You see Victor, he just like holds the scalpel handle like with both hands actually, and just like has his eyes closed for a moment. And as he's holding the scalpel, you see that like he's usually fidgeting with his hands and just shaking a little bit. It subsides. He takes a deep breath, opens his eyes, and he seems to be like straighter, taller. All right. Well, this is not a normal case. And as you say, Arhart, I have not seen something like this previously either.
Can I check something real quick?
Sure.
I meant to do this earlier, but I couldn't figure out a good time to say anything. I want to check to see if what's ailing him is nature-based or if I can tell if it's magic-based.
How will you do that?
I guess would it be a nature check to see if it's nature-based?
Wait, ailing whom?
I'm sorry?
Who are you checking?
The guy that's infected, the guy that's alive. Or that shouldn't technically be alive.
Alright. I mean, but once again, like, what exactly are you using to check him? Just like putting your hands on him and feeling the nature? That doesn't really work.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay. I don't know what else to do. Okay, I'll shut up and go back in the corner.
I mean, like, when you're trying to talk with nature, like, speak with plants, commune with nature, there are spells for that. You can't really just put your hands on a tree and talk to it. Well, I mean, you can, but that's just a spell for that.
You can talk to it, it just might not respond, you know.
Alright.
Okay, I'm going to try something like really weird, but I'm going to try and heal him.
Sure.
He does need some healing.
A level 1 just...
As you're moving towards the man, Victor, sir, I would ask you to refrain from interfering with my patient. You're not a doctor, and you're not medically licensed. I understand your
No.
presence here, but please, remain on the sidelines.
I'm a cleric, though.
Salan and Trego kind of puts a hand on his shoulder. Listen to the dude.
And as you might know, I am not very pleased with the work of clerics in this city.
And you know I am not as well. I told you to stay away from them.
Wonderful. Let us both stay away from them. So, Arhart, without being interrupted, I think there are a couple tests we can run on him to make certain of his condition. I would rather not cut the man open without need, but perhaps a biopsy. Aside from that, try to bring in the heaters, raise his body temperature, inject him with glucose to ensure that he warms up from the inside, observe. Just like you, I'm uncertain what is going on, but trying to do something is better than doing nothing. Yeah, sure. I mean, you've been doing things I couldn't even imagine being possible. You saved that guy. Right. Okay. I guess I'll go prepare the team. There's a room to stay. Alright, well. Call for me if you need to.
Question.
Yeah.
Did I see him drink anything before he started talking?
No. He like still holding the scalpel. Thank you. Like takes another deep breath and puts the scalpel away on the table next to him. And as he does that, you see that his hands start shaking again. Please, it is not for you to step outside, please. It's for the family only, I suppose.
Sure, but whatever you do observe and find out, be sure to let us know, okay?
Please.
If Mrs. Magda allows, then yes.
What do you say, Miss Magda? Would you like for us to help in this matter?
She is not around. She went to get his clothes.
My bad, sorry.
As we're being shepherded out, can I stare at the table? Do I sense any arcane magic?
How are you doing that?
By sensing if there's arcane in use around me.
There's a detect magic spell for that.
We've done this
No free meal.
before?
You've done this before with items by touching them. And the only other way you've been able to touch, to sense magic is when you were in the magical field.
Okay.
I mean, if I gave you access to detect magic without actually learning detect magic, it would be way too good.
I don't know about way too good, but it would be good, yeah. Not that good. Also.
I mean, you're welcome to, I don't know, turn invisible and go grab the knife.
I can't.
Would Arcana check help here?
No.
That's what I was asking for, and he's saying no.
That is what detect magic is for. Detect magic on a distance from objects that may or may not be magical. Like with magical items, you can learn because technically you are able to do that anyway after a short rest. And magical fields are my idea. That's cool, so that's why you feel them. Some of you feel them, not all of you. Just sensing magic in things, that would be way too good.
So when are we hitting level 8?
In about 3,000 experience points.
Far away.
Yeah. They all just leave the room.
Yeah, I do
know,
as he
leave.
says.
I think so.
Alright.
This is-
So you wait, whether you choose to wait for... If you do wait.
Didn't intend to wait. Are we intending to wait for something?
I'm waiting for
Will they be serving him for a long period of time?
Miss Magda will be coming back though, so we could wait with her.
We can also probably just leave a message with where she works at, since we stay there anyway. Maybe contact her that way.
There's something fishy going on here. I don't like it.
Yeah, fishy seems like the right word for it. We should probably also report it to some sort of authority, just so there's an accurate version and not some rumors that are spread around.
I think the hospital might have already take care of that.
Well, the hospital sees him now. Yes, but just so we're clear on the other details as well. I don't know how close. I think they're pretty closely related to authorities here, but can't hurt.
So, this isn't the first case I've heard of this in this city.
What?
Over the last couple of weeks, this has happened before, where people are strangely coming back from the dead, but they're not exactly zombies or skeletons or anything like that. They seem to be just like normal bus.
But they're walking about still?
Yeah, but they were all killed.
They died or they were killed?
They were killed? Darn right.
They either disappeared or were found dead.
You know, okay, they were found dead, so.
Found dead without stab wounds. Almost the ones that they had before they died.
Did they all have the disease?
I don't know.
But if
Something
there's
that
a,
we could
there's a-
investigate.
yeah, if there's a pattern, we should probably at least have a look before heading out. I'm sure the authorities could also take care of it, but this seems pretty interesting. to
Maybe
me.
we just give them a little bit of help, right?
Yeah, something like that. Just
Help them out.
have a look, ask around about some other people who maybe have lost family members that returned and they lost them again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure a lot of people would love to talk about that to us.
Would it also be helpful to examine his resting place?
I
Maybe
was just thinking that.
Maybe they're all from a similar place. Maybe they were all buried. Is there more than one graveyard in the city, Dan?
There's one outside of the city proper, which is the main cemetery for most people.
Mhm.
It's this one place, like amongst the streets.
Oh, there, yeah.
I just mark it for you somewhere.
Yeah, I'll just mark it myself.
There is a rich people cemetery. Let me give you a place within city proper, but it's like no proper mausoleums. It's not very big because there are not many people who can afford that. And obviously there are like each of the big temples usually have how does it call it in English? Basically, like under the temple.
Crypts.
Yes,
Catacombs.
those catacombs, crypts, under the temple where the followers of said god are usually entombed. But you know that those are usually placed there either in cremated form or skeletal form because not enough space.
So, judging by the amount of money these people had, probably the main cemetery outside of the city walls.
Most likely, that's basically where most of the citizens go.
Yeah, and he definitely would have been there, judging by they had not even enough money to have a priest basically conduct his funeral. So
Yeah.
Not to
And
mention the dirt
actually-
came out from dirt instead of established resting places like a mausoleum or a catacomb.
And mark this place over here, actually quite close to the hospital, as basically like this area will be the rich mausoleums. Right. So, you all are heading outside of the hospital, I assume, and in the direction of the cemetery.
everyone else saw what happened when he touched that knife, right?
oh yeah, I saw.
Okay, making sure.
I almost I considered borrowing it, but I think that would probably hinder his work, so I didn't want to bother right now.
Maybe he feels a bit more secure when he's holding a knife.
It's possible.
That's not the kind of guy you want around, though.
That's a nice remark, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like first date. Don't worry, I just feel more confident like this. A giant. It's like Traeger with a
this
great
is fine.
sword.
What's that in your hand? Oh, it's just my giant hunting knife. Don't worry about it. It's just really jagged along the edges here. Don't worry about
You
that.
know, some people have comfort blankets. I have a comfort knife. You know,
You know, it's completely normal. I mean, it's 21st century. Don't judge me. Yeah. So you head outside of the hospital and onto the streets, and heading towards the cemetery.
Yep.
As
pretty
you
late,
are.
right?
Say again.
I'm looking. If it's late, I'm looking towards the roofs.
I'm looking.
It is getting close. Like you're drinking at about like 5 in the evening. So by now it's like maybe 6:30.
So, guys, while I was spending my time in the hall, did anyone actually look for anything on our dear friend who made an attack on Trego's life? No?
Trigo tries and imitates grasshopper sounds.
You really need to work on your imitations, Trego.
Here, I'll help. Minor illusion.
Alright, better.
What did you do for 3 weeks if you weren't looking into who fired 2 bolts into Trego?
I show him my gauntlets.
We also got the bag of holding, and I got armor, and Melora made these awesome healing potions.
Horrible priorities.
And a bunch of potions.
Instead of understanding what happened, trying to find out who maybe have carried this out. How? Oh my god!
I
know.
believe
I'm gonna need a few minutes.
no, serious though, Dan. Didn't I check like a long time ago for that name in the palace archives, and I got nothing?
For which one? For Orca?
Orca.
I don't know, did you?
When she had access to them the first time.
Yeah, a long time ago, I looked for Orca and any reference for a mark and any world event catastrophes aside
Yes.
from.
Oh. Is it the one you got a 4 on?
I think this was before that. To be
I mean-
honest.
If there was any information you found, I would have already given it to you. So,
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Is I don't think there was any information because
sure.
I mean, whatever.
That you could find.
Yeah.
I looked for it a long time ago, that name in the archives, and I didn't find anything. It could have been I just didn't see it. There's a lot of things that go over my head, but it's entirely possible. Thank you for that. It's entirely possible I didn't see it, but no.
You did find information on Orcas.
Whales, great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So let me get this straight. You get attacked by criminals, and you try and look for the solution in books. Because that's usually not the best idea, or not the one I would chase after at least. There might have been some connections in the underbelly of this city that would or would not know or have seen something of the sort, point us towards maybe the person who carried these out, where the bolts came from, anything like that. Anything would bring us closer to Oko.
Well, I don't have any experience with dealing with criminals. It's more your sort of thing, so
Oh, is it now? I am sorry.
yeah.
No, it isn't.
Is that not what you were doing though for the couple of weeks?
No, the prison was
With
basically
criminals.
empty. Was basically empty. There were a few people, to be real, and people who are already in prison probably don't know about these kinds of things because they're already down there.
Well, nothing is really stopping us now from trying and figuring it out.
Yeah, we only lost 3 weeks of life information.
Well, I was recovering.
Yeah,
And you
not
were in
blaming
prison.
you. I'm not blaming you, Trego.
Look, there's just so much you can do in 3 weeks, and they were helpful.
Yeah.
we're just walking.
Alright. As you're working in the direction of the cemetery and talking about how how sometimes you make very stupid decisions, and how by accident those sometimes usually happen every times, you suddenly step and track the sound of a scream. Then there seems to be like more shouting, disturbance coming from another side. And sure what's going on as you slowly
From
continue
both sides of
your...
the street?
It's not even side of the street, it's more like the first scream seems to be coming from relatively close. The second commotion seems to be coming from like a couple streets away. As you... walking down the street. Not sure what is going on or what to do, like just something automatically. A home on the side of the street, doors burst open as a man stumbles out of them, falls onto his butt, like crawls a couple steps back, turns around, clambers to his feet, and runs in your direction, bumps into Draga grabs him by the lapels. Help! Please, help! My wife! She's... Help!
Yes. Breathe. What happened?
And that's where we're gonna end the session for this week.
Nice.